Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 12 of Red Dead Redemption 2. Every single time I go to intro an episode, I think to myself which episode number it is, and then that information appears to pull the title of the game completely out of my mind. We are here on the outskirts of Strawberry, and my memory is that we have a bounty to go do. Let me just check the temperature, because we are wearing a winter coat. 50 degrees, that's... Unfortunately, I misplaced my brown coat someplace. I think it's going to be back in the camp. What we might be able to do here in the meantime... Whoops. Custom outfit is my only other option. Yeah, that's going to trigger an autosave, which is just fine. 50 degrees, short sleeves. I guess we can make it work. Now, there's a few things that I think that we might do today. Number one, we might go hunting rabbits. Number two, I want to look in his journal, because we've had this journal kicking around, and word to the, wise, I don't know if this is going to be interesting for people, but, maybe we should do it in little bits as we go, rather than reading all of it at the same time. But I'm very curious about it. It says hide gang savings. Where would that show gang savings? Okay. That must be this first page. And then we have what appears to be a map of Blackwater. And so now we can turn one page. Little sketch here. Okay. I bought this new journal after the last one got destroyed in that fire all those months ago, whenever it was. Haven't written or drawn much in the past few months, but I was missing it more than I thought I would. Oh, this is just a script, or is it? Let me look. No, this looks like handwriting, because look at the L's. And finally, near a store, so here I am, I guess. After all that business up north and the fire, we spent a few months in the wilderness traveling down from the northern Grizzlies. Stuck mostly to the western foothills of the mountains. This is probably, like, pre the beginning of the game. We've never looked at this. During the worst of the winter, food was easy to find and life was good. Dutch had a lead for some land. Is there a read button on this? Okay. Dutch had a lead for some land we were going to buy, but the land did not match up to his criteria, or he got spooked we were being watched by the law and that somebody knew who he was, and we never bought it and are wandering still. We picked up a couple of new folks in the Grizzlies. I wonder if that was Charles and such. You know what we'll do? When it gets dark out, because what time is it right now? Yeah, it's 2:06. Next time we make camp or something like that, let's spend some time flipping through that. Hello to, Confused Hypnos, who says, long time no see. Good to be here again. Gonna lurk and do some homework. Well, hopefully we can provide some fun backdrop to the homework. While you do homework, we're gonna do bounty work. Let's go see if we can find this bounty hunting target that we picked up last time. Do we have a picture of him? Joshua Brown, a notorious gunslinger, is wanted for unlawful killings. A $40 reward is to be paid to anyone who apprehends him alive and returns him to Strawberry. Well, let's see if we can do that. I feel like if we head out now-ish, we should be able to make it there. Confused Hypnos, I do hope that you are having a nice weekend. And we don't want to ride too quickly through town. We don't want to hurt anybody. Don't want to raise any alarms, make anybody upset at the sight of someone as fine and upstanding as Arthur in their midst. Confused has had a nice weekend. Yeah, the last couple weekends that we've had to stream here they've been relaxing and enjoyable in a way that, it's just been really refreshing. No, thank you, Coachman. All right, let's see if we can encounter this person before nightfall. Yep. Oh, and quick note, let's get the bow out, just in case we see any rabbits. Let me actually... Yeah, we're going to switch to small game arrows. If we see any rabbits, we'll take our shot. But what I think is going to happen with the rabbits, what I think that we need to do is go to a place on the map where rabbits flourish and lay out some herbivore bait. Yep, hold on, right there. Where'd he go? Oh, god damn it. Rabbits are good, man. Rabbits are really good. They're really good at evading my arrows. There he goes. Oh, god damn it to hell. Okay.
Easy, easy.
At this point, why waste a small game arrow? I don't have a lot of them. They require flight arrows. And that's also a squirrel. I'm just wasting arrows now. Here's what we have to do. I have to refill my Deadeye core. I may or may not be able to get that arrow back. Let me just hop off here. I did get the arrow back. So, embarrassing, but not the worst. All right, so now what we'll do is get like some whiskey or something. And none of this is the right button. Let me go back here, back to the bow, go to items. Salted offal. No, I need something that is Deadeye specific. So let's see if we can get anything that is... Yeah, gin. No, can I just left tap LB and get that again? Nope, that just draws his bow. Alright, not a problem. We'll go over to items and down some more gin. Hello to Chappers. Wow, hey Chappers. We are hunting, ideally... some rabbits. Our next... Sorry, I'm having trouble formulating words for no reason. Our next hunting challenge involves getting 3 perfect rabbit pelts. And so far, I have 0 perfect rabbit pelts. I actually don't know what type of animal that is. It looks like a naked sheep. Confused is saying that Red Dead Redemption 2 is a pretty nice chill game for... just sort of chilled out. Yeah, and that is very much the mood that I'm in for right now. I'm going to put the bow away. I am, since this is a bounty hunting, what we're going to do is go in... prepared. Let's go in with a shotgun for close range and maybe the Springfield rifle. That's the one that has the nice scope on it, I think. All right. You stay close, Yalta. We might need you. Nope, I don't want to aim the gun. I just want to talk to him. We'll see what's up.
Well, what's eating you, partner?
Eating me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll dry up.
What?
See, Hey, can I ask you a strange question? I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm on the level.
I don't have a clue what you just said.
Well, I'm sorry, sport. There's these funny rock carvings. They look a bit like this.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I sort of, like, really badly have to find all of them. Now, it's sort of a puzzle thingamy. I know, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm on the up and up, and it's really important.
Little rock carvings.
Yeah, exactly, little rock carvings.
What do you want to do with them?
Well, it's sort of very complicated, and you'll think I'm jazzed if I tell you.
You're what?
Drunk?
Are you?
No, I wish. No, I'm, lost. It's a long story. Can you find the carvings?
I have no idea.
Well, I sort of need them. Hey, listen, if you find them, I'll pay you handsomely. Send me details, if you can. Here's my card.
And if I can't?
Well, I'm sure you can, sport. I'm sure you can. Francis Sinclair.
Arthur Morgan.
Pleasure.
I don't understand. Why do you need these things?
Well, I told you. If I told you, you'd think I was on the hooch.
The what?
I'm gonna have a lie down. I don't feel very well. And neither would you if... but, hey, what harm could it do?
What a lunatic.
Eccentric for sure. So Chappers was asking if I like Souls-like games, and that is... Well, hold on, let me look at this very quickly. I have an answer to that. It's interesting to me. Let's see. Let's just go with the quick answer. I like Souls-like games that are not made by From Software, and based on what I've seen of Neo 2, I don't think that I would like that very much either. In other words, I like the formula when it's not applied to make me regret playing video games. I really had a good time with Darksiders 3. I really had a good time with Jedi Fallen Order. I've heard very good things about The Surge 2. The Surge 2 is at least tentatively on our list to do at some point here in 2021, and my understanding is that that is also a Souls-like game. But my glancing encounters with the games from Software, like Demon Souls, which I have tried, the original release on the PlayStation 3, and Bloodborne, is that those games require a minimum skill level that is way over my cap. Confused Hypnos is saying, like, Bloodborne. Chappers is saying that he really wants to be good at Neo 2, but it's really tough. Yeah, so let me say hello to Tashir hanging out until the pay-per-view starts. And hello to Tashir. I know that there's a big wrestling pay-per-view today. Hopefully that will be fun. Yeah, so let me look at this, and the next time that we're riding, I'll say something about Neo 2, which I've not played. I've seen some of, and it looks like it is, again, outside my wheelhouse. Francis Sinclair, see, asked us to find that rock carving hidden throughout the world for reasons he can't explain. Like, I actually really enjoyed that guy's delivery. Once found, the carving locations can be mailed back to Francis from any post office. So how would we find them? Like, we just randomly look around? There must be some thing to look for in the world. It cannot be randomly ride around every rock face in the world, but we're gonna have to look for it. This also, by the way, was not not my bounty hunting target.
Yep.
What is this? Oh, it's a snake.
Hey, girl, easy. It's okay.
Yeah, calm the horse. Chappers is saying... Oh, and just in case Confused Hypnos was asking, yeah, Souls-like games would be things like Bloodborne, obviously Demon Souls, Dark Souls. Now, Sekiro might be the exception to the rule. I don't know. But one thing that I think I've probably talked about and people have heard me opine on before is that Sekiro appears to have enough in common with, like, Ninja Gaiden 2 in terms of its setting and the combat system that I may take to that in a way that I haven't from other From Software games. Mostly From Software games seem to pride themselves on being as cryptic as possible, down to, like, what do these weapon stats even mean? How am I supposed to parse these bizarro symbols and stuff? It's just, there's an element to it that seems to pride itself not only on a... Okay, hold on. I have a shotgun. I might be able to take on this bear. Legendary animal territory. Well, I would settle... Yalta, relax. Just go see if we can maybe... I don't see any... Oh, I do see a track there. Chappers is saying, by the way, that Neo 2 has more systems than Dark Souls. So, Neo is, if I remember correctly, made by the same company that made... That's a Team Ninja game, isn't it? That's actually from, like, the studio, at least, that made Ninja Gaiden. So, you might think... Oh, well, Angel talks all the time about how much he liked Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden Sigma and Ninja Gaiden 2 and so forth. So, let me get my, I think this is my cool... How do you zoom with this? Nope. Nope. I don't want to call. How do you zoom with the scope? Does anybody remember? Toggle scope down, of course. If you're looking forward, why wouldn't you scope down? I'm not sure that I can shoot through this tree because it's not giving me a red dot. I'm gonna try to move over slightly. By the way, I think that bear 100% knows that I'm here. Yup, yeah, he's gone. By the way, was I upwind or downwind? Was there wind? No, I was upwind. He just saw me. He just straight up, like, looked at Arthur and said, oh, what is this guy doing? So, Neo came out, and it looked interesting to people like me, but it seemed... Hold on a second, let me see if I can shoot this raccoon, maybe. It just has to stop moving faster than I can rotate. I'm not going to get anything out here. Not like this. But one thing that I heard about Neo, is, it's a neat first try, but it doesn't have a lot of enemy variety, and it starts to feel real samey pretty soon. Why do I hear a bear? I mean, probably because there's a bear, but where is there a bear? Is this thing velociraptoring me? I look in one direction and his friend comes out from someplace else? Alright, I'm just gonna leave. Yalta, let's go. So when Neo 2 was announced, it was like, oh, this is gonna be great. Like, you know, Ninja Gaiden 2 was better than Ninja Gaiden 1, and I like Ninja Gaiden 1. So I was like, okay, they're gonna come back and they're gonna do Neo 2, and it's gonna be more refined and better enemy variety and maybe some new alternate weapons. I'll just jump in, and it was supposed to be a prequel where you can design your character. Oh, all of this sounds great. I'll wait for Neo 2, and then Neo 2 came out. And people who are like Souls-like experts were like, whoa, this game is hard. Okay, if Dan Tack from Game Informer is calling your Souls-like really hard, what am I supposed to do with that? Are we fleeing the apocalypse? Is this Dreamcatcher? Why are all of the animals going in this direction? What have I done?
Easy.
Joshua Brown, he is wanted alive. He sure is, but you know what'll help me get him alive? Not getting dead myself, so we are bringing some weapons and a sharp tongue. Can I yell? Not yet. So, as a result, I have not played... I am much more likely to try Neo on the PC than Neo 2. Oh, hold on, we're getting a cutscene. Just because Neo 2 is, like, so legendarily challenging.
Dead end.
Oh, shit.
You got nowhere to go, bounty hunter.
I ain't here to kill you.
Wouldn't matter if you were. There's only one way out of here, and that's through me.
Come easy. I'll say something to the law.
It ain't gonna be easy. You're gonna have to draw on me to get me out. You might have found me, but you won't beat me, bounty hunter.
He is correct. I'm not going to beat him. Shoot his hand. Okay. His gun was not facing me, and also I tried to shoot his pistol and failed. We should, if we could have a prediction that lasted more than 2 hours, I would say we should set a prediction. Will Angel ever succeed at a draw on the first try? Because I don't think so. Chappers is asking, what's the favorite game that I've streamed? That is an interesting question, because it's both like, what do you think is like the best game? And what game have you had the most fun streaming, which could be something different. Let me try to get through this, and then we will discuss. And then he asked about, all right, let me just try this. Okay, I didn't mean to do it quite that. Can I shoot him in the knee? I need to be way faster at this. Or way slower. I think I might be squeezing it too quickly. So let's try this again. All right, just hold it slight. And now all I have to do is actually hit him and not, like, just put a hole through his pants leg on the way past. Okay. Does that count? Oh. Okay, I need to get him. Okay, and what I need is this.
Son of a bitch! Damn you!
Out of your hands now, mister. Let's tie up that shooting arm.
Let me make sure he doesn't have any weapons on him.
This is very kind of you.
Oh, sorry. No, don't keep doing that. Pick up. What's the pickup button?
We're going back to Strawberry.
So, Chappers had asked, he had sort of like Last of Us 2 in there. Hold on. I want to check out his gun, because he dropped that. I would have liked to have shot the gun out of his hand. That wasn't quite good enough at that, but shoot him in the leg seemed to accomplish the same thing. Now, I think that he dropped his gun. So, my immediate thought to Warren Cattleman's chop thing. I'm not going to take that. Let's search the camp though. My immediate thought in response to Chappers would be Jedi Fallen Order. That game, it was such a good game. I loved the story. I enjoyed the characters. I thought the combat was really good. It is a Souls-like game, like you're sort of asking about. The levels were so distinct. They were so extensively designed. Like there was so much to discover in them. Every level's so much bigger than you think it is. The map was so well designed. The voice acting was great. I mean, I have so few notes on anything I would have wanted to see done differently, or, you know, I just want more of it. You know, Jedi Fallen Order 2, they do not need to reinvent that wheel. They can just do more of it.
Decency to do it right.
Hold on, I do want to hear what I should have done right, but let me just make sure that we are... All right, I'm going to be quiet so that I can hear his dialogue.
Duel him, man, and you ought to put him down. Not knock him out and tie him up. You got no decency, bounty hunter.
Oh, I didn't make any claims towards decency. I just made claims towards getting paid. I've also, of late, really been having a lot of fun with Anno 1800. I don't know what it is specifically.
Got me in my younger days. I would have put one in the middle of your eyes before you even blinked. You ain't nothing special. You ain't gonna stay sharp for very long. None of us do.
Whoops. Hold on. I killed something back here. And you wouldn't know it, but there's a thing on the map. So let me go pull out whatever this was. Another game that was a ton of fun to play... Oh, a rat. Sure. Why wouldn't I?
Oh, I wish you'd killed me back there. A real man would have killed me. A real man wouldn't tie me like this. A real man wouldn't take me in.
You'll notice that I don't choose the hit option ever because he's tied up. All he has is his words. Why am I going to brutalize him or any prisoner? Like, we might eventually get someone who I dislike so much that I will take opportunities to hit them a bunch. This is not that day.
I don't deserve this. I deserve to go out with some damn honor. I live by the gun, let me die by it, damn it. That's what I deserve, you damn sneak. You damn gut shooter.
The final season of The Walking Dead Season 4, the last season, that was actually not streamed live. That was something that we recorded separately and then put up in a series of uploads. So it's a rare example of a stream that we did that has no opportunity for live chat. But that game is so dialogue and plot heavy. Okay.
No pride. Just coyotes fighting over someone else's kill. I bet you got a price on you too, somewhere. No one shoots like you do.
That's Big Josh, all right.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
he looks heavy. Can we take that bounty off of you?
No, actually you cannot.
I can manage him fine. Yeah. He's getting away. Yeah.
Shit. Hold on, this is gonna get worse. So, the shotgun, probably not great, but the Springfield rifle, let's keep the shotgun ready. What do I want? I want the carbine repeater, I think. Oh boy. Oh god, this is not... I do not know how to stay on the road and shoot at the same time. Or did we get away? You know something? That is deserving of a drink. Let me just have... What's good for Deadeye again? Gin? Yeah. If it allowed me to, this is not even a joke, I would totally offer him a drink too. He's going to jail. I've got booze. Why not share it? What made the Walking Dead season 4 so much fun? You know, God, this guy is really chatty. Was I played that at the same time that Mia did, where we were sort of like playing the same episode on the same week. So she and I got to have really elaborate conversations because neither of us knew anything beyond what we had played. So there was no risk of a spoiler, and it was mostly those conversations happening on the side that were a lot of fun. We're almost back to town. I am going to put in at a
Strawberry. I hear the cells here.
hotel here.
Really comfortable.
You trying to be winsome, bounty hunter?
Always. I'm a regular charmer. Now, come on.
I don't know if this... Yep, we can hitch horse. Chapper says that he should probably get back to Fallen Order. I had a great time with that game. Now, we've not turned in a bounty at this particular jail before, so I don't quite know where to drop him, but we'll figure it out. We'll just act like we know what we're doing.
Got Brown here.
Ah, Mr. Brown.
Come on now.
Make him comfortable downstairs.
Now, the real question is this character played by Phil LaMarr? Because I have a lot of difficulty pulling, recognizing Phil LaMarr's voice, but he is in everything. He's in everything all the time.
Forget about me.
And this voice is familiar, so I'm trying to think of, who are the most prolific voice actors that I wouldn't necessarily know them immediately. I guess, it could be Dave Fennoy doing, a different timbre to his voice. It could be. I don't know, it doesn't really sound like him, though.
Pays right here. You make you work for it?
Not really.
Told me, so I'd say that's a yes. That's fine.
Oh, hey, well, gold, probably because there were no conditions. Yeah. No, I'm real good at getting gold when it's the only score you can get. Alright, let's head to the inn, which I think is actually right down here, but we'll just hitch Yalta down here. One game that I think chappers a lot about streaming was Divinity Original Sin 2, because that game was super long. It was very difficult, mostly because I realized after the fact that there were a number of gameplay mechanics that I hadn't really engaged with the way that I should. And I really, really liked it. There was a real sense that the choices that I made in terms of which quests to pursue and how I chose to complete them was... had a real impact on where the story went and which sort of how the relationships between the characters and their relationship to the world developed. It was very, very well done.
Always welcome at the Welcome Center, yes.
I feel like I just had a bath. What time is it? 12:07. Let me take a quick bath.
Get a hot bath, please.
All right, head on over when you're ready.
We'll try to get up here quickly. All right, we want to get a good night's sleep, and I also wanted to take a look through the journal, so we're going to try to just get... No thanks. Decline.
I'm all right, thanks.
All right, suit yourself, darling.
I actually don't know. I'm sort of wondering, when you take a bath, do you stay clean longer than just taking a dunk in the creek, or... you scrub up and then... Because I kind of feel like once you go outside and roll around in the mud, you're just immediately filthy again. All right, let me get a room for the night.
I'd like a room, please.
Room's ready whenever you need.
I had a lot of fun streaming all the Telltale games, mostly because... the Telltale games, they're so story-centric, and then once the episode is done, you have an opportunity to... Okay, I just wanted to make sure I couldn't pick up whatever that was on the table. You have an opportunity at the end of each episode to sit down and really delve into everything that's happened, what you think might happen next, and so forth. All right, let me just look at the journal here real quick. Where did we leave off? Hold on. Yeah, I'm not going to read through all of this in one go. This is too much. All right, scroll over. Okay, that's as far as we've read. Okay. I don't know who this is. Jenny, a sweet young girl we met abandoned on the roadside, and Micah, an outlaw Dutch met in a bar someplace. Dutch seems very taken with Micah, who is pretty hot-headed, argumentative, and full of himself. Jose and I are less sure. Guess we'll see. Eventually, we came out of the wilderness and are now holed up outside of Blackwater, although sometimes I stay in town hunting for opportunities. X's read. Okay. I might be onto something. We got plenty of money, and the trail we took was so torturous and slow, nobody could have followed us west, south, and east, or figured out where we was headed. I was thinking about California, but then Dutch and Hosea brought us down to Blackwater. Now we got some drawings here. Blackwater has apparently grown a whole lot since any of them was last here. I was told to expect a little more than a trading post, but this place is growing fast, and it's almost a small city. The town seems to be riddled with corruption, and there's certainly plenty of money here. It's good to be sleeping in a bed from time to time and living in a more civilized life after so long under canvas, but I do not particularly like being this near to a town. We're living here, camping outside town mostly, hidden in plain sight, I guess. Life seems pretty easy. Abigail and Marston keep arguing. I wonder why exactly he came back. He cannot seem to decide if he wants to be a father to that boy of his or not. The arguing is exhausting. I heard talk of a man sounded like Trelawney, but we haven't seen him for many months. So we just met Trelawney in our last episode. Jose and I are onto something pretty big. Might be a lot of cash coming in to do with a real estate scam Hosea thinks he may have discovered. I'm not sure yet. The perfect crime, we think. One where we can rob crooks. We're being real careful. It's fun working with Hosea again. The man is an artist of nonsense. Even if nothing comes of it, we are having an amusing enough time. Probably not very many more pages for this session. It's good to be running scams again. Hosea is a born huckster. He's getting anxious, worried that by lingering in town, we're going to bring undue attention on ourselves. But Dutch thinks he's also onto something big. His words, not mine. Bank money being brought in by boat, apparently. So for now, we're working on both things and seeing what happens. Plan is to flee west into the desert country someplace if we can. So this is interesting. I hadn't heard anything about a real estate scam. That is something brand new. The boat bringing in the money is what we knew coming into the beginning of the story, and I didn't know there was a journal, or else I would have read a lot of this stuff back then. Okay, we'll end on this page for now. Mike and Dutch are planning to rob the ferry in town. They think it's laden with riches, cash coming in for the banks coming in by boat. For once, I'm not getting involved in the job. Jose and I are too taken up with our business, which I believe could go very well, and Dutch seems confident that with the group assembled, all will be okay. I'm sure it'll go fine. So let's just remember that we ended up on that picture of the constables, and I am going to head... Oh, wait, can I search drawer? I can, but there's nothing. All right, let's... No, sleep. Where's the sleep button? I don't want to change clothing. What time is it? It's 4:15. I can get at least a couple hours of sleep. I think I did all my reading. Open chest. Yeah, sure, let's open chest. Oh, hello to Azaric. Groomfy is saying hot water removes more crud than your average creek water. Well, I would hope so. I don't know how to sleep. Oh, there we go. Sleep. You know what? Let's just sleep until noon. I usually like to sleep until morning, but Arthur's had a long night. He got himself paid $40. He's doing okay. But yeah, like, I don't know, favorite game. I gotta say, when Chappers first asked the question, what's the favorite game that we've streamed here so far? The first game that comes to mind is Jedi Fallen Order. The other one that I have very fond memories of is, there's two more that I'll bring up at least in passing. One was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because I streamed that game pretty much exclusively. Oh, hello to Mind Riot. I played that game pretty much exclusively for like 7 months. I mean, that game was so big, and we have all of it. The whole thing. Every mission. Wow. Hold on. What's the temperature here? 41? Yeah, let's get changed. Both for rain and for warmth. Alright, come over here. Horse. Switch to winter clothing. It's borderline freezing rain here. Oh, sorry. Sorry, sir. Now, where do we head next? We did some bounty hunting. Now, we could go do some rabbit stuff. If I know where rabbits hang out. Like, we've got some deer up here. Elk. Whatever the hell that is. Deer. Other deer. Ah, here's some rabbits. Yeah. I think let's go see if we can get rabbits, because I want to advance the hunter mission. And I don't know. I'm working on it, sir. So I'm just trying to parse this out. Galades will go with. When you are reading chat, it almost sounds like Mr. Boss. Is that... Okay, I'm stuck on this rock. Or I'm stuck rock adjacent. Okay, there we go. Wasn't Mr. Boss... Oh no, that was Mr. Sir. I was about to ask, wasn't Mr. Boss a character in the book/movie Holes by Louis Sacker? But no, that was Mr. Sir. But yeah, welcome to you guys. Chappers had just asked, like, what's the favorite game that we've streamed? And I was sort of thinking that through. The other game that I was going to say beyond Assassin's Creed Odyssey was Anno 2205. Because I had played some of it before. My producer had gone much, much, much further in it. But I decided to start up a new game of that with the Season Pass that had all the DLC. And the DLC added so much. And we were able to discover it on stream. Oh, and you know what else was a super fun game to play? Astroneer. That game, like, I can't call it my favorite, but Astroneer was the first game that we ever streamed that when it was... Like, there was just like a Saturday or something like that where I accidentally went for 5 hours. And that was, at the time, way longer than we'd ever done a stream, because I got so hooked into... I see the rabbit, man. I just don't think I can hit it. Okay, it's dead, right? Yes.
Whoa, that's a good.
Now, I did not use small game arrows, so I'm not really expecting a high-quality pelt, but let's pick it up. Alright, and I don't know that it makes a difference when I skin this. Let's just put it onto Yalta for now.
Okay, then.
Now, that's sort of a rabbit of opportunity. That's not let's stalk in a bush and get a rabbit. I want to do a real rabbit hunt, Elmer Fudd style. Sam Lander says that Astroneer is a blast. Yeah, so for anybody that didn't, let me just take a quick look into chat very quickly, because I don't trust myself being able to ride and go at the same time. So yes, welcome to Galades. Mr. Boss FTW is a gross YouTuber. Okay. Hopefully I don't sound too much like him. Patikin saying welcome, or we're getting back to some Red Dead Redemption 2. Yep, at least for now. Yeah, but his voice is pretty smooth, so don't take offense to sounding like him. Well, that's very much appreciated. Thank you. If you guys want a real smooth voice, you check out Tashir Games. That man could narrate a crisis, and you would feel better. Okay, don't ride up there. So what happened in Astroneer is, when you start out Astroneer, you sort of start out with a very primitive base, and this is in no way a spoiler. I don't know that you could spoil Astroneer unless you, like... I don't know what you'd have to say to spoil Astroneer. I'm not going to get too much into the mechanics of it. But what I did was, one day, I had my little, like, rover, and I decided to go out exploring. And what I did not do was give myself any way to get back to where I had started. So I got horrifically lost. And I kept going and going and going and going because I kept thinking like, oh, I kind of recognize this. Okay, maybe it's over this next hill. And I was driving for like an hour. And I later came to discover only getting further away. So here I am with basically my buggy and like, I'm not even sure I had an oxygen tank on me, but effectively nothing. At all. You know, I had my little terrain gun and a buggy and a little, like, electrical thing, like a little, wind generator to keep the buggy going, and that was it. Because I just, again, let me just look around, because I wasn't even sure what the point of the game was. And I was faced with, what do I do now? Do I just suffocate? I just walk away from the buggy until I suffocate, and then I will respawn back at base. And, like, right on stream, I remember going like, no, I'm gonna Matt Damon this. I'm not gonna die here. I'm gonna figure this out. And with nothing but what I had on the buggy, and like, what I could find, like, some wreckage and stuff like this, I built an entirely new base and an entirely new rocket ship, and, okay, I don't know what's happening over there. And it was this, like, huge 5-hour-long stream as I learned from scratch how to do anything in the game by basically building up as though I just crash landed with nothing but this buggy. And like one of the first, not one of the first clips, but like one of an early clips that we have in the channel came from that, where I almost suffocated. It was so, I really had a great time with Astroneer. I would like to revisit Astroneer co-op. Now that I feel like I know it pretty well, and there's some fun stuff in there that you can do co-op in terms of mining and stuff. Alright, let me, because I need to adjust chat here so that I can see a little bit more of it at a time. Oh no, that reloaded chat. Bergs. Okay. Sorry everybody, I just managed to reset our chat window in an attempt to see more of it. So now I've lost what everybody said, but hopefully we'll be able to see more of it as we go. Sorry. I forgot that would happen if I did the pop-out chat version. This looks way hotter than... Yeah, let's get changed. All right. 50 degrees or whatever. Yeah, 55. That's a little chilly for short sleeves, but we'll do our best until I can get back to camp and get my coat. Galady's is saying that's okay. There were major spoilers. That happens. Okay, so here we are in rabbit territory. It's according to my map. So what I'm going to do... Well, you'd think that what we'd want to do is park Yalta someplace else. Are rabbits spooked by horses? I know that elephants are spooked by mice. Okay, yeah, let's park Yalta a little ways away.
Whoa.
I might also shoot some birds. We need some more flight arrows. Okay, and before I go... We're going to get our bow and make sure that we have our small game arrows ready. So, Tashir's saying pay-per-view time is going to take off. Tashir, enjoy the event, and hopefully it is fun. Yeah, so earlier today, I missed the opportunity. Tashir was talking about some superhero movies, and specifically calling out... I'm going to look for any tracks that might be around here. Specifically calling out The Incredibles, and Tashir said that he has not yet watched The Incredibles 2, frankly because he didn't feel like that first movie could be improved upon. I am in exactly the same position. The Incredibles might be my favorite Pixar movie. I liked Toy Story. I can't say actually that I was that big a fan of WALL-E. Like, I really like the artistic design of WALL-E, but the story and stuff didn't really land with me. I see absolutely no rabbits around here. I don't know what this map is talking about with rabbits. Alright, we'll continue to keep an eye out, but might as well walk tall for a while. Interesting. Samlander says that Incredibles 2 is better than 1. Oh, it isn't. Okay. It isn't better than 1. It's slightly less good, but still worth a watch. Yeah, there were things in The Incredibles that I got, like, I got really emotionally invested in the process of watching that movie. I enjoyed it a lot, to a point that I think I've only seen it the one time. It's like The Incredibles and 50-50 are examples of movies that I enjoyed so much that I'm not sure I'll ever watch them again, because I feel like the experience could only be diminished. And apparently the major spoilers are when SpongeBob shows up. I feel like I've already heard about the SpongeBob appearance in here. Now, if Patrick showed up in Red Dead Redemption 2, that really would be like, what the hell? I've been waiting my whole life for the Patrick meets Arthur Morgan crossover. There are no rabbits here. When we ride Yalta around, there are rabbits galore darting about all over the path. Here we are in the part of the map that is listed as being Rabbit Central. There's absolutely nothing. This is Eagle Eye vision, by the way, when you see me doing this. It's not Dead Eye vision, although things start moving slower. This is supposed to highlight tracks in the area. I don't see rabbits. I don't see burrows. You should, like, just stomp around. Okay, and maybe what I should do is... Do I have herbivore bait? I can put some out here and then maybe hide behind that bush right there. Right there. Let's look. Okay, so... I actually don't know what category it would be in. No. Herbivore bait. Then crouch nearby and remain still. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to crouch nearby, go behind the big brush. All right, I'm going to give that a few moments. We'll see what, if anything, happens. I've always assumed that... Okay, I want to be quiet. Hang out here for a second. I am not especially... Like, look at the miasma coming off of Arthur. Maybe I should use a cover scent lotion. I bought it for a reason. Let's do that. Just slather that on. I've applied cover scent to yourself. This blocks your scent for a limited period, allowing you to approach animals without them smelling you. Also, this is hardly a remote area. We're right next to... I think every part of this plan is bad. Sam Lander saying, so is herbivore bait just ripping out a bunch of grass and putting it in a pile where you ripped it from? I would think it'd be like berries and stuff. Like, you know, yeah, the rabbits could eat grass, I guess, but don't they like berries? And I don't have any more herbivore bait. That's everything that I had. Yeah, nothing is happening. All right, well, I guess that was worth a shot. Instead, what I should do is just ride like a madman all over the roads, and then when we see a rabbit, sooner or later, I will get a headshot on a rabbit. We do have one right here. It's probably decomposing quickly. It will never stop being a thing when I get aboard Yalta and she just takes a huge dump. Nope, that's not what I want. Let's go to the nearest trapper, and then we'll go do a mission or something. Or anything. Yep, here's a trapper. All right. We'll sell the pelt. If I see any other rabbits, we'll deal with them accordingly. Hello to Finnick. Finnick, I hope that you're having a nice Sunday. I woke up this morning firmly believing that it was Monday and that I had to haul my ass into work, but nope, still Sunday. So that's, yep, there's a rabbit. Oh, look at that. So let's try to avoid running it down. Make sure that I have my small game arrows, which I do. And there he goes into the brush, and yeah, that hit Jack all. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can find the arrow, because I probably shouldn't even have taken that shot. Finn! Good enough. Sam Leonard says, believing it's Monday and it being Sunday is better than believing it's Sunday and it actually being Monday. Or as happened to me just last week, going into work, driving all the way into work, like full on, not only getting dressed, but going all the way into the office and then trying to figure out why you can't get inside because it's a holiday. That happened last week. That is better than the reverse happening, thinking it's a holiday, than having to shoot right in. I'm gonna need a lot of Jeremys if I ever get an actual perfect pelt rabbit. It seems hard. They have very, very small heads and smaller hearts. So, Sam Linder, quick question for you on the topic of RimWorld. When I was in your chat earlier, somebody voted for, like, foggy rain or something like that. Is that good to deal with fires? Like, why? I'm just... Fucking rabbit. No, I have limited belief that I'm ever gonna get one of those rabbits. So, who is shooting guns? Is this the, is this like a person that I can interact with?
Ah, senor. I think maybe we see if last time was luck, huh? I'm feeling good today, Way. What do you say about upping the ante this time? Make it interesting.
So, Groovy went into work on a Saturday. Yikes. Presumably when you were not scheduled. Rolling block rifle, that's pretty good, isn't it? What fires fit quickly? Fire rate. Let's take a look. What are my options for fire rate? Varmint rifle? Yeah, I mean, he's only having a shoot, like bottles or whatever. And Sam Leonard is confirming that fog and rain will help with fires. All right, let's try it.
I'm feeling good, too.
Ha! Okay, my friend, let's do it. Just like the last time, okay? Who can shoot the most bottles? Just draw your gun and aim when you're ready, all right? Shoot!
How many more bottles are there?
Hijo de puta!
Wait, where?
Haha,
Wait,
yes!
no, this is cheating. Where are their bottles?
I'm not surprised.
That explains the smell of tequila in the air, at least.
Hey, you gave it a good try, man. How about a chance for redemption, huh?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Aha, that's a good call, amigo. Just like before, mi amigo. You shoot 4 birds out of the sky before me, you win. Stand near me, and as soon as they come out, it's anyone's shot.
Okay, wait, can I get drunk first? Oh, have some cigarettes.
There they go. Shoot!
I'm trying. Oh, I'm taking a huge drag. Why is this happening to me? Fuck this.
Ah, ha ha ha! You got close, but not quite. Practice more, huh? Listen, you need to pay me for your loss, okay?
A deal's a deal. Give money.
Here. Lucky for you, I'm having a bad day.
Maybe we'll do this again, huh? Hasta la próxima, amigo.
Someday I'll get that guy. Legit, I mean. Let me just get... Hold on. Why... What's the reload button? B. X. Nope. Well, whatever.
Okay, my girl.
Varmint is for hunting rabbits and all the other small animals. True. My thought there was that because it would fire quickly, it would help me hit the oh, I'm gonna get all the corpses. Hold on. This wasn't worth 20 bucks, but as an added benefit, if I can get some flight arrows, we can make some more varmints. Small game arrows, rather. Then again, maybe I'll get absolutely no flight arrows from them at all. I thought maybe I could pluck them, but I guess not. Patikin saying that you can do it with this gun. He did it himself. I was only thinking that, yeah, it would fire quickly. That was my only thought with that. Sam Leonard says the people in this world must think you're crazy. How do I reload my gun? Jumps. Yeah, when I did Dragon Age Inquisition, that was pre-streaming, so we do not have a stream up of Dragon Age Inquisition. But when I played that game, I often thought about what the novelization would be like of the Inquisitor meeting somebody, walking in the opposite direction of where they encountered so that she could instead go and open up a crate. When she got to the crate, instead hopping 3 times straight up into the air, then opening up the crate and picking up whatever it was, and then going back and continuing the conversation as though nothing unusual had happened. That was so often the story of what was happening.
Yep.
Also, I need some kind of... cigarettes. It's fine. Oh boy, okay. One of these days, I'm gonna run Yolta right off a cliff and break her leg, and I'm not looking forward to that day, because, as always, I like this horse. So anything else that... Oh, that'll work.
There we go.
They came upon a poker game. This would be a nice way to spend an evening, I'd say. Let's get her hitched. Now, I may not be great at shooting in this game, but when it comes to poker, I'm definitely awful.
If you watch real close, you can see him reading the cards under his breath.
Only fun I seem to get these days is this. Join us if you want.
We'll play a couple hands of this. What is the pay-per-view event happening today, by the way? What's the nature of the thing that Tashir is tuning into?
Me again, I'm gonna wring his neck.
I heard him expressing that he doesn't feel like the wrestling company is paying a lot of attention to this. Cards are garbage. To what the fans want anymore.
Check.
Yeah, if they raise at all, I'm dropping out. So what do we have? 9. Wow, hold on. I just got 2 pair. Suddenly these cards are real good. So I'm going to raise I'm gonna raise 30 cents.
That's what I got.
What do you think of that?
Why not?
Yeah, still 2 pair. The only issue is 2 of those are diamonds. Somebody out here might have a flush. But...
Check.
This should be interesting.
No way.
this might be our only hand. Alright, I'm still gonna go with 2 pair. Now, if he's got, like, a queen and a 9, I'm in big trouble, but I'm gonna stay in.
I'm all in.
Fuck it. All in. Do it.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
Okay. Here, look.
This ain't fair.
Come to me.
Wait, did he have nothing? He just had a king? Oh no, poor Earl. Well, now I'm gonna do the worst thing that you can do is just take my winnings and go.
Something you need?
That was the fastest $2 I've ever made, except for the $20, no, $40 that I made earlier.
Hello, sir.
Sam Lander's saying, or confirming, all in on a king high was brave. Yeah, I guess he thought Arthur was some kind of a mark that he could bluff out, and what he failed to realize was, A, I had pretty good hand, and B, I don't know when I have a bad hand. It is very rainy, so I'm going to get changed real quick. It's also very cold.
Hey, mister.
Now, the path says go one way, but these railroad tracks look like they're going to go directly where we want, so I'm just going to follow these until we get to where we are. And then after this, I think we're going to go do a mission. I thought maybe we could do a little bit of hunting, but I clearly don't get that part of it yet. Instead, okay, this feels a little bit dangerous, but I don't hear a train, so it's safe to assume that trains don't yet exist. I need to get that Deadeye meter up. I guess get the Deadeye meter up really just means shoot things and then pick up their carcasses if they're animals. That seems to do it for us. Whoa! So I went to check on chat, and Sam Linder is saying, man, if you'd played more Factorio, you would not be on that bridge. Oh, I've seen enough trains in Factorio to know that I would give those tracks a very, very wide berth. I know of what you speak. Okay, this is the Trapper? Yes, it is.
Paths haven't crossed for a while, eh? Good to see you. Oh, what do you have for me?
Stay there.
Hey, do you mind scrapping someplace else?
You want to be careful there, my friend.
Horse cargo.
I'm not in the mood, all right? Shape up.
Okay, I've done literally nothing wrong. I'm bringing you a rabbit.
What the hell? Get out of here!
All right, what quality carcass do you think we just got? Good.
Stay there.
What is
I said leave.
Okay, okay. So here's the problem: my 6-shooters are not anti-wolves. Yep. Okay, this is gonna be really bad. Can I get my shotgun out quickly?
Just take a breath. Isn't there a
Back up! Stay back!
Ow! Ow! Oh, Centrifugal Force, thank you so much! Centrifugal Force just subscribed with Prime, and indeed, just our last episode of... Oh, yeah, so we were playing a different game in the previous thing, and we talked about the fact that you had sort of, just pause here for 1 second, done a raid over, and that I hope that we had done a good job of sort of, you know, welcoming your your viewers in and that they had a good time, that you felt good about the decision to entrust your viewers with us. And then I went back and I watched some of the end of your Anno 1800 stream and looked at some of the other things that Centrifugal Force has streamed. And I was saying I think it was yesterday, the other games that have been played recently was Anno 1800, Tomb Raider, and Hitman. And that was like, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think we are going to get along real well because we have very similar tastes in games. Well, I probably don't have that rabbit anymore. Well, I might have the pelt. I did manage to shove that into my pocket before I got ripped to shreds. In other news, can I get my hat back? I think so. I think my hat is here somewhere. Yes, it is. Okay, well, the next time that I hear wolves around, I will take it more seriously. Because I heard them. I was like, they're going to be out in the distance. Wolves aren't going to come this close to the trapper. It's going to campfire and everything else. Surely they won't bother me here. And the next thing I know, I'm just completely surrounded. Okay, so now we've got a choice of what to do. I can go to Molly O'Shea, who I probably know. And then we've got the Greys. And what is this over here? This is home robbery. Ooh, well, home robbery sounds like a good time. Let's home robbery. Also, I can you know what? Let's go to camp specifically and get my brown jacket again. Beautiful Force says, yeah, she thinks they... Also, I know that you were working towards was it a chemistry paper or an exam? Either way, if that has occurred, I hope that it's gone well, or that you were able to get a lot of work done towards it this weekend. And I don't want to wander too far afield of the game that we're currently playing, but during that Anno 1800 stream, someone had asked, hey, what do I think about the upcoming expansion pack that is due out this coming week? And at the time, I didn't realize that they had just done a big developer diary on it. So for anybody in chat who is unaware, Anno 1800 or the Anno games in general are sort of, imagine SimCity, but with a heavy emphasis on developing production chains to satisfy the needs for construction equipment, luxury items, basic needs like clothing or foodstuffs, and rather than just attracting a higher tier of citizenry through like higher land values or education, those things occur, but also with regards to giving them the material goods that they need to sort of tech up and be happier, higher, wealthier, and differently capable members of society. That's sort of what an Anno game is like. And there's an expansion pack coming out soon called Docklands, which is going to give you access to basically a whole new trading system. This huge modular dock system that allows you to set up it looks like bundling different goods together, or rather than trading goods for cash and then cash for other goods, it'll allow you to do barters where you trade one good that you have for another that you need, to sort of fill in holes in your production chains and stuff. And it seems again like the people that make Anno thought, how do we build a game out of our sort of supply chain and trading so that you're not just mindlessly going in and setting up a few things to happen automatically, but that you feel actively engaged in the process and that there's a design aspect to it. It looks really neat. So I was very impressed when I read through all the things that are coming to Docklands. The only question that I have is, will Docklands sort of, can it be added to an existing campaign? Or, as has been the case for many of the expansion packs, do you have to start a brand new map, a brand new campaign to join it? Because I am loath to give up the game that we've been playing and streaming so far. Centrifugal Force is saying that it is exam time, so that's what she's working on right now. Went ahead and purchased the Season 3 pass, as did we. I feel like Ubisoft in general has been really solid with their season passes, and one of the ways that was proven to me was when they did the season pass for Anno 2205, and they were like, hey, you will get the first 2 expansion packs for free. And to be blunt, they were pretty clear about that. And then when they released a 3rd expansion pack, people were very upset. I think that was the Tundra one or the Space Station one. I actually don't remember which one was the 3rd one.
Yeah.
But people were ripping mad that it was not included in the season pass. And Ubisoft and/or Blue Byte Studios that makes the Anno games was like, you know what? Fine. Here. And it didn't even seem like they were that begrudging about it, but they were like, all right, you know what? If you got the season pass, we will give you all of the expansions under that one cost. And that's what they did. And as far as I know, I'm trying to get this rabbit. As far as I know, you can today get... Yep, I still have small game arrows selected.
Yeah.
Never ever gonna hit a rabbit. Nope. Nope. He took off. You can still get all of those expansion packs for the season pass, and I have enjoyed the season pass content for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I've certainly enjoyed the 2 season passes that they've had for Anno 1800. So I was like, you know what? They've earned my trust. I'm going to jump in on Season 3. I think I got it during the Lunar sale when you could get like an extra 15% off. And Centrifugal Force describes it as City Skylines meets Civ. So it has one big advantage for me over City Skylines in that you don't have to manage traffic flows. Because I am capable of designing all sorts of things in City Skylines except for road systems that work. And unfortunately, it turns out that is a prerequisite for playing that game. I'm so bad at it. Yeah, if you like the idea of a city builder, but are like me and play City Skylines up until the point when all the roadways become congested and then garbage and dead bodies are piling up across the city, Anno 1800 does not have that problem. You don't have to worry about your wagons getting backed up too badly. What is this person's story? If I ride over here, he's gonna shoot me.
That's my life. It's my life. A drink. And a shit.
Hello, sir. Are you?
Oh, hey there. Why don't you join me and have a seat over here by the fire? Oh,
All right.
by the fire.
Sit. It is 65 degrees. I need to get out of this coat to die of heat stroke.
Bone dry. Sins I'm carrying around. You won't even believe, but if I had a little whiskey to loosen up my tongue a little, I might tell you.
Sure.
Here. Only fitting that I'd be drinking the devil's brew. I'll be seeing him soon enough. You're a place called Four Rigs? South of Strawberry. Captain, Indians penned in there like cattle. I ain't know what's worse. Seeing the ones we killed or watching the other ones die. The slow way. Well, they pay well. Them government boys. But the money don't last long. It's what you did. Sticks dicks around. I know the feeling. I was a young man then, but I still see them faces clear as yesterday. I do. Well, that's hard, partner. I might rest through the lies a minute. Feeling very sleepy all of a sudden.
Oh man, I thought Arthur had a drinking problem.
Oh.
All right. I don't think he'd mind if I just took a look. You are now hot. Yeah. It is. Look at his winter coat. It's 66 degrees out. I gotta get this out. So, Centrifugal Force was saying something very true, which is... Wait, I need this button. There's so many buttons. And then get into that. Somehow not the right outfit. Hold on a second. Okay. I don't want to necessarily loot him. That seems rude. But let me just see if he left anything else around here. Oh, wait, apple. That guy has liquid sustenance. He's fine. Doesn't look like there's anything else around here. Yeah, so as Force says, the studio that made... What is it? Colossal Games, I think? That made City Skylines previously did... Wait, is he dead? Because there's an X here on the map. No, he's snoring. Yeah, I'm not going to take whatever he's got. We enjoyed a nice drink together. He confessed something that he feels very guilty about. I'm not going to betray his trust on that. But yeah, they did the Cities in Motion games, and I think there was something else, not Transport Fever, but I want to say that there might have been something else in their past that was the same sort of stuff. And the fact that I am bad at the traffic management in City Skylines is in no way an indictment of City Skylines. And I think that, like, it is a problem that can be solved, and it's amazing looking at some of the complexity of some of the cities that people have made and how natural they look. Imperial Jedi is an example of a YouTuber that I think does a really good job of showing off how to build really good... I'm not going to get a good pelt off this, especially since it's not dead. Screw it. I also need to have something to eat. Imperial Jedi, I think, is an example of somebody who is very good at showing off, hey, here's how to do City Skylines correctly, and here's how to think about things like traffic management and stuff like this. I will further note that with a name like Imperial Jedi, like, when I first saw the channel name, I was like, okay, is this going to be like some sort of like low-key edgelord or something? And he's super not. He seems like a really nice and earnest guy, and I enjoy his content a whole bunch. So if you are interested in some good City Skylines tutorials on how to play both modded and unmodded, like what mods he likes and so forth, I think that he is very good at showing that stuff off. But yeah, here's the difference between City Skylines and something like Maxis's SimCity 2013. In SimCity 2013, your city would die of a massive traffic jam, like this huge artery clogging congestion, because the traffic model was just incredibly broken. It couldn't be navigated. And I remember when that game came out, people doing things that designing cities where left turns could never be made because cars in the game didn't know how to navigate a left turn. So they would design their entire city around the idea that everybody would take 3 rights to get to where they're going.
Well, girl.
Force is asking why she thought that left trigger said strangle. I'm not sure. It might have. All right, is this...
Mr. Morgan.
What's up?
No, noticed you've stopped paying into the box.
I've been sort of busy, Miss Grimshaw.
Well, we all need to eat, Mr. Morgan.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Okay, I actually, Susan, just put a whole bunch of cash into the box, but I've got some cash to spend. Spare. Also, Finn is saying that I might have something new on the map. It looks like a fishing trip. So I want to talk to Sean about the home robbery. But before we do that, let me go put some cash in the box. I can afford it, and also I want to have some stew. So... Oh, and I want to get my brown coat.
Goddamn work, will you, Bill, please? People's getting hungry.
Sorry, I don't know where my tent is here. Oh, I actually put the marker right directly on it.
I've been working, you damn fool. That's why I'm in this state.
Okay, so let's go to change clothing, because I lost an outfit at some point. I want to have this and this and this all equipped. So how do I put this on my store on horse? There we go. And that's what I'm wearing. And now I have these all stored on horse. Good. All right. Step 2. I want to shave. Let's go to shave. And we're going to trim that down to about there. I don't like clean-shaven Arthur. I like this Arthur. Nah. We're not going on any dates right now. Okay, now I'm going to go put some money in the box, and then we're going to go rob a home. Give all debts. Wait, what are debts? Who do I owe? Oh, the debts. That's right. We did that earlier. Yep, I got a whole bunch of cash. Good. All right, and now I will also contribute. Susan asked very nicely. Let's give money. And I'm going to... I have $833. I'll tell you what. Let's give $50. She's got to be happy with that, right? I can afford it. All right. That is a lot of money. Now, the only other thing that I might want to do while we're here is, can we do an upgrade to the camp? We've upgraded... And wait, that's done here? Where do you go for upgrading the camp? We've got the ledger here. It could be here. No, this is just a list of... Oh, it is. Okay. So we can add tonics and premium liquor. Chewing... Oh, let's get the chewing tobacco. Put that...
Pearson?
Hi there.
Cocaine, chewing gum, and assorted sweets. We could. You know something? We have money to spare. I am actually going to... Dutch wants something comfier. Yeah. Yeah, let's do something nice for Dutch. Oh, look, there is a benefit to it. Other camp members have been inspired to contribute more. Because they see how nice Dutch's digs are, now they're going to participate. Arthur wants a map to help plan journeys. I do want that. Alright, I can afford that. Let's do that. My lodging has been improved or upgraded. A fast travel map and additional grooming supplies are now available. You can also now fast travel from your personal camp. I am probably not going to do that very often, but it's nice to know that we could. And I definitely want throwing knives, shotgun, and rifle ammo. Yeah, let's drop 90 bucks on this. Force says, I don't know why, but there's something appealing to her about SimCity 2013. Even after moving to Skylines, maybe it was the trading between your two cities. Maybe that's why Anno scratches that itch. Yeah. SimCity 2013 had a lot of interesting ideas that I think were severely marred by having very small city sizes, the always online requirement that frankly just did not technologically function when the game first came out, and a lot of uneven messaging over, like, the idea that that would never be possible.
Romantics. What is hope? Hope is.
Okay. Good chat. I wanted to see if I can upgrade or refill any ammo that I need, since I just paid to do it.
Well, I'm alive, Miss Grimshaw.
These girls, Mr. Morgan, they're driving me to despair.
Why?
No gratitude. And no manners. This younger generation, it saddens me. The world is ruined.
Ruined?
Anyway, I won't disturb you.
Well, just go on.
There we go. Now I can pick some of this stuff up. Okay. And do we have those throwing knives? I like the throwing knives. They're silent. They're stylish. They remind me of ninja stars. Well, apparently I needed a lot of pistol cartridges. How we doing? Repeater cartridges. Got it. All right. Anything over here? Ah, here are the knives. And the arrows. Knives. Am I good on those? Presumably. What is this? Yes. Okay, I'm good on those. All right. Now, the only other thing I might want to do is get some stew. I put a lot of money into that place. Where's the stew? And Batigan was noting that I was going to keep all the money. Yeah, damn right I was. I mean, I like these guys, but they are welcome to contribute on their own. I feel like... Wait, inspect letter. What's this? Now that, I absolutely cannot read. My dear Leonard, it is only 3 days since you and your mother stood on the platform so dutifully until my train was out of sight. I feel like I've read this before. Nope. No, I don't remember that ending. And I already feel compelled to write. How handsome you look there. You must learn chastity young and learn it well. There are truths a man of my upbringing finds it easier to set down than to speak, even to his son. I expect this is not easy for a boy to understand. In some ways, I hope you do not understand it. Here's one such truth. I know that I have sometimes been more tutor than father to you, but do not let my sermons on your future as a lawyer persuade you that I see you more as pupil than son. When we meet again on Sunday next, I expect I will have stiffened once more, but this brief distance gives me liberty to tell you that you have redeemed more than you know, or can ever know, or should ever be expected to bear. I expect the yard to be clear of snow when I return. Sorry. Oh, no, that's not a chore. He's just giving a timetable. Okay. I expect the yard to be clear of snow when I return. I see that it bores you, but you must... Oh, he is assigning a chore. I see that it bores you, but you must learn to accommodate yourself to all useful labor, however menial. And as always, read this letter aloud to your mother, and where I have written is not, do not say ain't. I am as ever your loving father. So who wrote this, though? Oh, letter to Lenny from father. Oh, this is to our Lenny from his father. This is something that he received. Okay. Forrest is saying, what a father assigning chores through. So, yeah, and that's what I was laughing about. That was a real whiplash where at first it was like, oh, wait, no, he's not. Yeah, yes, he is. Yes, canned salmon. Yum, yum. Bread roll. Chewing tobacco. Apparently I'm full on. But yeah, that, like, what a turn of, son, I know this is hard to understand when I'm so cold when we're together, but sometimes I can say things in writing that I can't when we're face to face. Do your chores. Signed, Dad. Okay, so that's the table. Is there still a stew bucket somewhere here? There used to be. We've got dominoes. We've got donations. We've got the robbery. Provisions. Butcher. Yeah, we may not have a stew thing anymore. Okay, robbery. Let's do it.
Morning, Mr. Morgan.
We should at some point in this episode do something cowboy related or criminal related.
Yeah, so, tell me, is your people, Jacobites or English lovers, Arthur?
My people were peasants. We had no time for politics.
My dad would say that no politics was politics.
That old world bullshit, it ain't got no place here.
Why? Because there ain't no judgment here. Most folks hate the Negroes, they hate the Redskins, the Jews, even us Irish. You ain't so free of politics.
I hate everyone just the same.
Well, in that case, you're gonna want what I just found for us.
What's that?
I was riding around a couple of days back. I come across this old cabin. Couple of fuckers lazing about outside all liquored up. I didn't think nothing of it. But then I come across this hunter down by the river. And he tells me they're a stick-up crew. Says they hit a train a couple of days back near Emerald Ranch. Nice fella he was, shared a bottle we did. Then I robbed the bastard blind.
And you believed him?
No reason not to. If he's right, it'll be a big haul for us. I saw 3 of them, maybe more, but I reckon you and me, we could take them real easy.
All right. What the hell? Let's go check it out.
Them sons of bitches think they're mean. They're about to get a lesson in mean.
You just keep your cool, you hear me?
Now, one thing I didn't pay attention to on the letter that we read to Lenny
Right, follow me.
was what year he received it versus what year it is currently. Probably get some dialogue here as we ride along.
How far is this place?
It's a bit of a ride, not too bad. Back up north a stretch, not far from the state line.
All right. So, what were you doing riding around up there anyway?
Sniffing around, looking for a take. I got a long nose for these things. Dutch has always honored us to get out there and bring in money, ain't he?
And rightly so.
I ain't like some of them others back there, sitting around waiting to be told. I go after it.
I see you sitting around plenty.
I mean, I don't need no coddling like the rest. Dutch knows my value to the cause, as from the moment I met him.
You tried to kill him, if I remember the story right.
And he kept me around, didn't he? He saw something in me. He said as much.
I'm sure. Dutch is good at seeing things in people. And while we're talking about money, you are clear on how this works? We split half, other half goes to the gang. Dutch keeps all our savings hidden in a safe spot outside camp.
Yeah, I know. How many times you have to tell me? What's that box by his tent for, then?
Camp funds, supplies, and the like. The fact you don't know that suggests you clearly ain't put much in it.
I always pay me way, don't you worry.
You're sure you scoped this place out right?
Yes, see? That's why I wanted you along for this. You're still a doubter. I ain't just some dumb kid. I've lived a lifetime of shit already.
And you sure don't keep it bottled up inside.
What about that train job with the oil wagon? Made a good show in there, didn't I?
You got knocked out.
Ah, that's what you choose to remember. We got paid. We got out of there.
Got knocked out in Blackwater, too, didn't you?
Now, that was bloody chaos.
Did you get split off with Mac?
Nope, didn't see him. I lost your boys at some point when he was getting out of town.
They caught up with Mac a couple of days after. Davy was finished by the time we got up the mountains. Jenny didn't even make it that far.
Those bounty hunters strung me up. Beat me, pulled teeth, burned me feet. I didn't breathe a word about nothing, I swear.
Good.
And it's time folks stopped giving Dutch a hard time about all that Blackwater business, if you ask me. The man's not a fortune teller. You can plan, you can use your head, but you never really know what you're walking into.
Yep. Folks always want to blame someone when things go wrong. How far is it now?
Not too much further.
Better be worth it.
Hey, you need this, Arthur. I don't even know what I'm seeing no more. You and Dutch are deputies. You're out throwing lead with Sadie Adler. All right, that'll have to wait. We're nearly there. Hard left coming up. All right, it's going to be off the road up ahead.
In this moment of silence, the only other thing that I'd want to say... Nope. About Anno 1800 is that in looking at the sort of city designs that Forrest had put together, it's like, I like everybody's cities more than my own. I just don't know how people take that blank canvas of wilderness...
Don't want them to hear us coming.
5 seconds. Take that blank canvas of just open plains and woodlands, and like they know where to put things in a way that looks like an actual city. And I feel like my cities in all of the Anno games always just look like a pile of buildings. I'm just not very good at the open space between different districts and like parks and stuff. So no matter what you've seen on us, go check out her setup in Anno 1800. I like her sort of urban planning a lot better than what I do. And I would much rather be able to do something that looks like an actual place that people live and design rather than just look at these like large undifferentiated blocks.
Here, I'll deal with them. Let's make sure we keep one of them alive to tell us where they stashed the money.
Okay, I'm with you, Sean, but I want to have... Hold on. Weapons... Repeater, that... Do I have throwing knives? I used to have throwing knives someplace. There we go. Okay.
Hope you know what you're doing.
Will you get a move on?
I'm with you. But I have something quiet just in case we need it. Patikin says he's probably going to be lurking, probably going to go to bed pretty soon as well. Yeah, congratulations on the long walk, Patikin. I share with what Mia said about that's super awesome that you, A, have weather nice enough that you can get back outdoors and are taking advantage of that. I like to think of any sort of exercise or whatever as being... It's a new decision that you make every day. Hold on, I want something to refill my... Hold on a second, hold on. How do I get here?
There's one on the outside. This is good.
It is?
Leave it to me. I'll do the talking. You hang back.
All right, I'm going to continue drinking if that's all the same to you. Now, when he says hang back, by how far? Just standing near him and not saying anything, or actually setting up a distance away? Like, should I take a knee behind here? He's surely seen that I'm here.
Whoa! I'm gonna give you and your daddy about 5 seconds to get the hell off my property, boy.
Look, we took trouble. We just thought you might like to know we passed a big posse of lawmen headed this way. About a dozen of them, coming up east.
What? Where?
What the hell, Arthur? I told you to hang back.
Let's just deal with the rest of them.
I thought the whole thing was to get him to look away. Oops.
Watch it! They're coming out! We got more coming out at once! Left of the house!
Ow. Oh, God.
Still got more inside! Come out with your hands up! Nice and easy! You saw what we did to your pals here.
Okay, I give up. Don't shoot. I ain't armed.
If you want to leave, you'll tell me where that money's stashed.
Well, all right, take it easy. Behind the wall in the bedrooms, if you stick your hand between the gap.
All right, you go grab the money. I'll keep an eye on Sunshine here.
Homeowners revealed a secret stash spot to you.
Get the hell out of here, and don't look back.
You'll often find that the best option won't be immediately killing everyone you come across. And it looks like there's a gun in here. Is there a gun in here? Well, I can inspect the stash box.
So, here we are. We got some good stuff.
Why don't you see what else you can find, Sean?
That double-action revolver looks like it's made entirely of rust.
Told you we'd take him, no problem, didn't I?
You did good.
Yeah, the condition's all the way down. How do I... Yes, maintain.
Let's see what the pay is first.
Dug this up all by myself. A proper lead.
All right, all right.
You heard him, right? He said the stash was behind a loose board in the bedroom.
Let me get there. Just cleaning up the weapon here.
You find anything yet? Don't want to overstay our welcome, do we? Hey, it's over there.
Dude, could you take a breath? Another game that I'm really looking... You know, we've been sort of touching on other strategy games here in our chat. One thing that I'm really looking forward to is Evil Genius 2, which comes out, I think, at the end of next month. Like, I am, for some reason, hesitant to pre-order it, only because, like, I'd love to see a review. They always say, like, don't pre-order games, you know, wait for the reviews, wait for word of mouth, see what other people are saying. But man, am I looking forward to that game. Mostly, here's what I want from Evil Genius 2. I want a game that is less... remove plank. Hold on a second. Less breakable. Hold on a second.
This is more like it. Good work.
Hey, what about my car? I found a place, didn't I?
All right, here. But don't forget to give the camp its share. Supplies don't appear by magic, you know.
All right, don't need the lecture again. I'll see you back at camp.
Hello to JJ
Never know
Rooks.
what folks got stashed. There's gotta be other places out there like this.
Often discover homesteads by exploring the world. There often be lucrative opportunities found at homesteads, and the method to make off... I knew I wasn't going to be able to finish that. All right, I am going to continue taking a look around. Like, here's some alcohol, right? Salted meat. Yeah. See, Sean, he only wanted the cash, but Arthur, he uses every part of the robbery. Anything else? Yeah, I think that, sorry, so the first Evil Genius, this is something that Samalander touched on earlier, could be, once you knew where the fault lines were, you could break that game really severely, very easily. And, whoops, yes, cigarette card, please. That's why I was walking around. There he is, Jolly Jack Cigarettes, Senator Thaddeus Waxman. Do we have stats on him? No. President Fisher, President Hardin, Lillian Powell. Collect them all. All right, now we're going to go outside and just search all those bodies for all the ammunition that we need. So I would like a game that's a little bit better balanced. I would like a game that maybe makes it a little bit more clear how some of the trap combinations work together. There's something to be said for experimentation, but it took me a long time in the first Evil Genius to figure out how to set up trap combinations and bait them properly so that you knew how to get the, you know, had a good chance of getting the enemies in there. Also, I personally, and maybe this is just my weakness, I never figured out the whole casino element of it. If anybody is unfamiliar with Evil Genius, it's a game where you play as a, and we might have talked about this in a previous episode as well, but sort of a 1960s style James Bond villain. Probably not quite as comedic as like an Austin Powers villain, but that same sort of vibe. Like, hey, it's the 1960s and everything is neon day glow colors and your people all wear bright yellow jumpsuits or like deep soldiers wear deep crimson red or bright orange outfits, and your henchmen are all borderline G.I. Joe villains in terms of how they dress and the superpowers that they have to sort of deploy in combat, special abilities and so forth. And I love the tone of it. I love the humor in it. I think that it's just so clever. And it's somehow, for everything that I just described, less like yuck jokey than Dungeon Keeper, or especially like, not War for the Overworld. What's the other one? Dungeons 3. Oh, Dungeons 3 thinks it's so funny, and I look at him like, yep, that's a reference. Dungeons 3, like, whatever good qualities the gameplay has to it, the writing is scary movie style, self-referential, like, hey everyone, remember this pop culture thing in gaming? And the answer is always yes, because, like, even Entertainment Tonight knows that reference. It's not clever, it's just you change 2 letters. Instead of talking about Tristram from the Diablo series, it's Twistram. Womp, 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 womp. And, like, that's the joke. That's the whole joke, by the way. Just like, hey, remember this? It's a Family Guy, gag, and not even a clever one. It's just the manatees putting ideas together. I do not know what this question mark is, but I assume it has something to do with this red person? What is this?
Oh, this is a pretty pickle.
But Evil Genius doesn't, like,
What the devil are you looking at?
It's lighthearted, but it's not stupid? I don't know.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm sorry. I'm ruined. Ruined!
How so?
It's a disaster. Who wants to see a woman wrangle wild animals who doesn't have any bloody wild animals? Come to America, they said. Come to the land of opportunity, they said. Sod you, Daddy, I said. I'm going to America to make it on the stage. I didn't want to be in the army. Ooh, now look at me. The old git will have a field day.
I didn't really understand any of that.
I had an act. The bravest woman in the world. The animal wrangler. Watch her tame wild beasts.
And you were the woman?
Of course I was the bloody woman. Look at me. It's the stage. Grease paint. Tears. No one wants to see a man wrangling wild animals. And no one wants to see a woman wrangling nothing. Can I borrow your gun? I want to shoot myself. You see, I'm buggered.
Why?
My animals, they escaped. And now I'm buggered.
What escaped?
A priceless Ranjaniki tiger from the slopes of the Hindu Heights. A fantastic, elusive zebra from the plains of Ongo Bongo by the shores of the Limpopo. And a magnificent lion from the grasslands of Tanganyika.
Yeah, I see your problem. They're pretty hard to come by around here.
Listen, friend. Help a fellow out, would you? I'm beyond desperate. If you see any of them, will you bring them back here?
If I see a tiger or a lion or a zebra just roaming around.
Exactly. Well, I believe the zebra's up near Larned Sod. Distinctive creature that he is. I'll make it worth your while.
All right, madam.
It's bloody Margaret, not madam. Margaret. Mistress of fucking danger.
Yeah, but do we really want a zebra? All right, can I actually go do this right now? Yeah. So if I don't do at least one of these right now, I am never, ever going to remember who Margaret is. But just to sort of round out this topic, the thing about Evil Genius is that it very much felt like a first draft, a very good first draft. But it was one of those games where you're like, boy, I hope this development team gets a chance to come back and take another swing at this, because to give you a sense, because it's hard for me to envision people going back to it. There's a very early mission in Evil Genius, the first game, where it assigns you to go capture a maid. Go kidnap a maid apparently any maid anywhere in the world except this specific one. And she's going to come here and she's going to teach your minions the basics of hospitality, so that then they can start to sort of grease some palms and finesse law enforcement and keep the fuzz out from discovering your evil lair. They're going to be. It sort of sets you on the track to start training sinister bellmen and porters and TV executives and so forth, sort of your PR wing. And step one is to kidnap that maid and to bring her here so that she can start teaching your people how to do this. If you don't do that mission, if you simply choose not to go get the maid, the police will never come to your island. You can play a vast section of the game without ever worrying about law enforcement getting in your way, all because you never kidnap one maid. Now, you kind of have to know that because it's part of the tutorial, and it doesn't necessarily come naturally to you. Say like, oh, well, I just won't do this main story mission and go off and do whatever else I feel like. But the fact that that's a possibility is kind of in the way of it being as good of a game as it could have been. It's the sort of thing that you'd want to see them fix up in the sequel. Why is this such a, hold on, circuitous route? Oh, it's not really. I guess it's just a hill over here. But yeah, I'll just overland it. So, I'm going to take out my lasso. And we're going to go see if we can find a zebra. Sandler says you give yourself millions of dollars and not worry about heat, which lets you play the game without worrying about heat from stealing the money to do things. Yeah, it is.
Easy there.
I don't know what the draw distance is in this game. I don't know how far out it will populate horses. Let me pick some of these herbs while we take a look. Oh, I can't. Well, I'll eat this yarrow then. Nom 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 nom. And once again, I am low on Deadeye. Alright, so you know what? We're gonna ride around in this white area. As far as I know, zebras, they're not nocturnal, are they? Like, I shouldn't come back at night. Yep. They're gonna be up and, or it's gonna be up and riding around at this time of day. What is this? 4 o'clock? They don't turn in early, do they?
Wait a minute there. I need to have a word with you.
Okay.
High time you get yourself off my property.
You literally just said that you wanted to have a word.
Okay, keep your hair on.
Yes?
This is a warning. No, I'll stop it now.
Okay, so if I get on here, are you gonna shoot me? You just... I swear to fucking God, I hate these guys.
Be back, girl. Okay?
We're gonna make sure that this guy only gets identified by the size of his shoes. Yep. That is very little bit of a head. Let me make sure that we can I, loot? Yes. Did literally nothing at all to this guy. He called me over. Oh yeah, look, I got negative honor points for this. Just gonna throw this guy into a bush, make sure his corpse is never found. There we go. Samlander is confirming that zebras are... Now I'm saying it. Zebras are daytime animals, and also that the third headshot might have been a little bit overkill. The 6th or 7th also might have gotten there, but I figure... What better way to prevent... Like, on crime shows, they're always talking about killers that take the time to yank out all of their victims' teeth so that they can't be identified through dental records. Arthur takes the more direct approach. We're just going to... Wait, are those rabbits? No, they're... whatever those are. All right, back to the lassoing. The fact that I see 0 horses of any kind, that's a deer. Or horse-like animals. But the thing is, for all of those imbalancing, and also there were things where it felt like the hospitality minions that you had, that you were supposed to be able to send out into the world, again, it's sort of your PR ring. Is this a zebra? Looks like it.
Easy now.
Capture or calm.
What they done to you? Hey, hey!
Why, is it hurt? Also, is this a donkey with paint on it?
Come here.
This seems like a donkey with paint. Okay, I'm...
Hey now.
Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, mule. Not a donkey, but... Okay, I really screwed this up. I think we're actually headed in the right direction. Okay, maybe I need to stop because he seems to have, yeah, infinite speed.
There we go. Come on now.
Okay, now, if I don't want to... Okay, now I want to turn. Come on. Alright, and we're gonna go this way. Stop. How do I do this? I don't want to go that way anymore. I want to go this way.
Keep that up. I'll get this donkey to kick you. Yeah.
We're basically gonna determine the tensile strength of this rope. I guess the thing that is currently preventing me from putting in an immediate pre-order on Evil Genius 2 is that... Wait, why have you put away your lasso, Arthur? Come on, man. I promise I did not push B. I haven't seen a gameplay stream. I haven't seen, like, a developer stream of gameplay. I've seen a lot of, like, pre-rendered cinematics and stuff like that. What I want to see, and maybe it exists, I'm not saying that it doesn't, but... Okay, you are still... Yes. Come on. Now, can I Y off of here without... Stop. Calm. Son of a... What even was that, Arthur? What was that belly flop? Can I calm now? Mules are considered to be preferable to horses for manual work due to tougher skin and harder hooves. Also, I think mules aren't they smarter than horses in that they will not work themselves to death, and that's where the how do I calm? Why is that not an option? Nope, that's not what I want. Hi, pat? Can I pat? Yes.
Easy. You're all right. You're
Pat.
okay, boy.
All right, now can I lead? No. All right, I think I have to lasso. Come on.
Gotcha.
This may be one of those random things that Angel has heard and has no actual basis in reality, but I've heard that, like, where mules are known for being stubborn, in fact, what they are is unwilling to work themselves to the point of, like, lethal exhaustion, which other, beasts of burden will sometimes do.
Good grief! You found him! Our zebra!
Well, you can call him that. Although he's as much a zebra as you are a lady animal wrangler.
Oh dear, you're missing the point, aren't you? It's an illusion, a trick of the eye to bamboozle the senses. Confound comprehension.
Hoodwink your audience?
Hoodwink? Our audiences? Dear boy, don't be so dreadfully literal. No one will pay for the truth. They only pay for deception. The allure of the stage, dreams and reality. What is the greater conjuring trick? Lassoing some poor beast on the plains of mumbo-jumbo land and shipping it here so it can dance the polka? Or turning, there, in the glare of those arc lamps, something mundane into something extraordinary? It's the difference between prose and poetry. It's alchemy. We're selling dreams, dear boy.
Well, as long as you don't pay me with tickets to your show.
Yes. Well, it's not everyone's cup of tea.
And speaking of my payment...
Of course. I shall make it worth your while. But, first, we shall need the whole menagerie back before we can think about that. My assistant's gone for the tiger.
Tiger?
Yes. And taken our remaining lion in case it could lend a paw. They're down there on Caliga Way. Please, I hate to ask.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
I don't know how they have accomplished a world in which the characters are this over the top and yet still seem to fit into the world that is otherwise so, like, not grim, but grounded is the word that I'd probably use for it. All right, the sun is going down, and clearly, I think at this point, what we are looking for is not going to be a lion or a tiger. It will at best be a cowardly lion in that, like, that guy wearing that costume. So, Force was asking, so mules have brains, I wonder why that is. Now, if I'm... So, again, no one should ever listen to me about animals, but donkeys are the infertile offspring... Or no, mules. Mules are the infertile offspring of horses and donkeys, I think. So, like, if a horse gets together with a donkey, a mule, like, the resulting offspring is a mule. So, if I was to guess, the increase in self-preservatory intelligence is likely due to just the genetic diversity there. That's a guess. I don't know. I assure you that your background in chemistry gives you a greater scientific method to uncover the truth of this than my playing a video game. But that would be my first thought. Also, I need to read here real quick. iShow jumped for almost a decade as a kid with horses. Oh, show jumped almost for a decade as a kid with horses and don't have a prefrontal cortex. So that's why they do that. Really? Horses don't have a prefrontal cortex. Prefrontal is the decision-making part of the brain, the anger and aggression part as well. I had no idea of that. That's also why horses have to be taught commands on both sides of their body, like mounting from the left and right. And that's correct about mules. It must come from the donkeys then. Oh, and hello to Caroluna, who just raided over. Hello, everybody who just raided. Caroluna, if I can ask, what were you playing? Was it that, the visual novel some more? We were just talking about horses, mules, and donkeys, including the fact that Force is sharing that horses don't have a prefrontal cortex, and therefore need to be taught things on both sides of their body. So the fact that Force has ridden a horse for longer than 15 minutes makes her a greater authority on this than I would ever be, but also apparently show jumped for many, many years. My position on horses is rather similar to my position on grizzly bears. I prefer not to antagonize things that could kill me accidentally. So my take on horses is I am perfectly happy to walk up in front of a horse and be nice to the horse and pet the horse and establish with the horse that I'm a friend. I would not... I understand what they say about horses, like you keep your hand on them as you walk around the back so that they don't get spooked or anything. I just really, really don't want to get kicked by a horse. Or a donkey or a mule, for that matter. I want to be nice friends with them and not get hoofed directly in the brain. Oh, hold on. People are having fun. I know how to solve this. Oh no. No, we are not. What's my best gun? Hold on, everybody. I will read chat in just a second. Double-barreled shotgun. If anybody is sort of joining us, and especially if you're not from the United States, I recognize these outfits, or costumes, as some might say. We are not going to get along with these people. I don't know what they're cheering for, but I can make an educated guess, and it's not going to end well for them.
That we reestablish sanity and supremacy before
Wait, what?
too late.
Hold on a second.
Numbers are
What else do I have here? No. Ah, this is what I was looking for.
waning. Thanks to the fools in Congress and their ludicrous ideas.
Hell with it.
But today, we grow one strong.
Shit, I don't have very much Deadeye. Time out for 1 second.
As we anoint a new...
No. 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 Ah, this is what I was looking for. Sorry, there's a little bit of preparation here because...
Step forward and kneel. Do you choose Black-Hearted Demon?
Hey, boys! Shit, I can't hit that guy. Let me make sure that one's down. Oh, no, you don't. No, no, no. I need something more powerful. Hold on a second.
Goddamn hooded rogues. I'll kill all you bastards.
Oh, good. Arthur and I agree. Oh, we gotta set all the horses free, too. This is not on the horses. Sorry, it's okay. Pat. Pat. It's all good.
You're okay, girl.
Okay, now what's my... Now, if I press flee, does that let the horse go?
Go on, girl.
Yeah, see, I don't know how to... Oh, there he goes. Okay. Sorry, you you all joined at a moment. Let's just see if we can read chat real quick. Okay, so we got the raid. Still Lucy. Okay, so yeah, Lucy is the name of the visual novel that Cara Luna is playing. And then Forrest is saying that's why horses will eat themselves to death and work themselves to... I didn't know that they would eat themselves to death. God, that's why I'm afraid of monkeys, because they'll kill you. If they kill you, it won't be on accident. True. So in my state of origin, there was a rather famous case where a woman had a pet I think it was a monkey. It might have been like an orangutan, but it got loose and really severely maimed like a next door neighbor. Don't keep undomesticated wild animals as if they were pets. They're not. They need their space and their own sort of place to live. Just reading through here real quick. Moo tries to think of a joke about Angel's position on a horse. No one wants to get kicked by a horse. It can kill you. And then Sam Lander was rooting to solve this problem and solve it now. Yep, it's a Forrest is saying it's a ghost party. Yeah, horses are a bit intimidating, I think, though I've had nothing to do with them at any point in my life. Forrest says, honestly, this game tackles so much crap. Good on them for showing this and giving the option to deal with it. Yeah, I'm just going to go on record now. I do not care if there was story content here. This is the correct ending to this situation. I do not want to hear what these people had to say. I don't want to know what their backstory was. I spent exactly enough time listening to their dialogue to determine that there wasn't a noose hanging up in the area. It sounded like they were inducting a brand new member. And now they are inducting no members, and never will again. And we will continue to do this with absolutely every group of these people that we find. Let's make sure that we get let's calm the horse down. It's okay.
You're okay.
And now flee.
Get.
All right, and then there she goes. Oh, what witness is investigating? The horse? You know what? I'm not going to put on my mask for this. They can come get me. Anybody that walks up to this scene... Oops. Okay, hold on. There's apparently a witness. Stop. Get on the horse. Oh, now we're doing this. Cool beans, dude. Get on the horse. We gotta go find the witness.
Stop, or I'll kill you, I swear.
Okay. Stop. Dude.
Get away from me, damn you!
Okay, I mean... I wasn't... Wait, where's my lasso? So I cannot use weapons in roads? Which is a bummer. Hey, dude. God damn it, Dale. Greet. Rob? Wait, where'd he go? Did he just decide not to be a witness anymore? I'm sort of confused. Well, he didn't report the crime as far as I can tell. Is this him? Looks like him.
I don't like this one bit.
Okay, can I greet? Alright. He's headed off. Apparently he's not going to report the, quote, crime anymore.
Oh God, stop this!
Moo is calling it the case of the horse who knew too much. Wait. Creeping time. Pick. Okay.
Crap.
I'm calling it the case of the asshole pig. Sam Lander was confirming that that was him, and who was it who said maybe he forgot what he saw? Oh, Cara Luna. Okay, that's one thing to do, but I was thinking more along the lines of picking the creeping time, if you will. Arthur, there we go. Forrest is saying he removed his prefrontal cortex and decided not to tell. That was a smart decision, because if I wasn't able to hogtie him, since... Oh, now all of a sudden I've got my throwables. Let's switch it back to lasso, since I use that a lot more than dynamite. Wait, I seem to have missed what Patikin had said, because Patikin is returning to lurk mode. Let me go look. Stupid thing. It doesn't ever scroll. Patikin says, all right, I gotta get out of lurk. As much as it's fun killing them right away because they deserve it, leaving them be is better since you meet them 1 or 2 times later on, and what happens is much more fun than this. Patikin... What? I don't think I can. I mean, I appreciate that feedback, but I'm not sure that I have it constitutionally in me. Because it's going to bother me what they're getting up to on all the times that, like, in all the time that they're left to do what they do. Okay, in any event. Dude, this pig better back off. Come charge at me again.
Easy, whoa.
Okay, wherever that pig is squealing, it seems to be, relaxed. No, Patikin, don't tell me yet. We'll feel it out. It sounds like it might lead up to a more satisfying way to take out more of them, but that's sort of like the let's leave the crime ring up to brutalize and victimize and intimidate people so that we can eventually down the road take down the whole crime ring in some big, glorious blaze of law enforcement. To which I have always, at all points in my life, questioned, no, why don't you just keep arresting everyone in the crime ring until they don't have any more people to work for them? It's, like, I'm not in law enforcement, obviously, but it sort of seems like that would work well. Hold on, there's something happening here. Hello?
Hey, mister.
Oh.
Miss.
Howdy, mister.
Did you lose a tiger?
Yeah, you found one?
Nah, I found your caravan down the way. Margaret said that you might need a hand.
Oh, you weren't wrong. That tiger's missing. I sent our best lion out to find him, and now he's missing too. It is a right old predicament.
You're lying from Timbuktu, weren't you?
From Valentine, I think. He might be more of a kind of dog than a lion, but in a certain light, a feller could never tell.
Of course. Which way to go?
Into them shrubs over there.
Okay. Why don't you hop up on the wagon and I'll see if I can find his track.
Okay.
There's no better time to do this than at
That's where I lost sight of him.
I got it.
2 o'clock in the morning. What time do we think it is right now? Find the trail. All right, let's look in here. Oh, I think I got it. Also, somebody said, Force said, the pig was a member of the Ghost Club. Yes, and was probably their highest ranking member.
Got the trail. These are paw prints.
Let me bring the wagon along.
You paint this dog? There's some pigment here. Looks like blood. Me? Shit. What's
all right.
this?
What's this? He asks. So you do lose the track much more rapidly if you run. So that's why I'm going to do some walking. Is this a thing? What is this? Uh-oh.
Oh, darn. I found your dog. Ex-dog, ex-lion.
Hey, boy. Oh, where's the rest of them?
I think a cougar took him.
That'd be Stripey. And I always thought they got along.
Your tiger is a wild cat?
Uh-huh.
What else? You still need it back?
Oh, yes, sir. She's our star attraction.
Well, let's hope it wants the other half of its dinner.
Oh, God. If the Geek Pantheon shows up...
Really?
I'm gonna put him in your wagon. You find somewhere to hide.
Oh. Well,
Wait, seriously, if the Geek Pantheon shows up, let's encourage him not to be here for this, because I know that this would really be a thing for him, and I don't blame him.
Behind that log, then.
Okay.
On a separate note, did you guys know that female lions can grow, like, big manes, depending on sort of the circumstances in their pride? I did not know this until fairly recently. Like, you think you know what a...
Rubs up. Stay down. She won't be too far away.
Come quick.
Okay, okay. What a male versus a female lion looks like, and no, it can be...
You mean?
And I end up losing a lion.
Hard to tell.
Dog.
Ain't having any luck.
Well, if that's what you're dealing with, you didn't have any luck to begin with. Cougars and dogs.
Hey, it ain't what you got in this life. It's what you make of it.
Well, that's very wise of you. Especially when you're lacking zebras and tigers. Hey, keep your head down. It's coming.
Look, I really don't think she'll eat the dog. Like I said, they was friends.
Shut it.
Oh, I guess she's real hungry.
She's feral. I'm locking her in.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's get on with this. I'm gonna move slow, quiet. I don't know what's upstream or downstream. Wind, not stream. Get him. Why?
Sorry, girl. All right. Let's go.
We got her! Okay. Drive, will you? And I'll keep an eye on her.
Sure thing.
Moo was asking how confident they were that the wild cat
Let's get her back to Mr.
cougar.
Margaret. She's still eating. I would have thought, since they was close and all.
Well, wild creatures turn on each other. Seeming friendly one minute, dinner the next. Viciousness comes easy. I mean, I should know. I've run with a few of them myself.
Is that right?
No, not really. Hey, I realize I ain't properly introduced myself.
Sally Nash.
Arthur Morgan.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Tell me, Miss Nash, how you end up in this racket?
I guess it's always been my inclination, you know? Wild beasts and the like. I met Mr. Margaret, we got to talking, and you can probably tell, in this field, he's the ace of spades.
He's a card, all right.
It's my modest hope, one day, to be the world's second bravest woman animal wrangler.
I'd say you got that sewn up and then some.
You think? I hope so. Top 5, at least. Depends on how many more fellers throw their hat in the ring.
Maybe one of these days, the best female for the job will actually be a female.
Oh, I don't know if that'll ever happen.
Yeah.
So Moo was asking how confident they were that the cougar would not be coming from behind them. I guess they were just making a broad assumption based on which direction they found the dog carcass. But yeah, I would sort of think that what I would want to do, I would think, is get up into a tree, not because cougars can't climb trees, but because I'm not sure that a cougar could climb a tree faster than I could shoot it in the face with a shotgun. This is not a wager that I'm looking forward to seeing through, but it feels safer than having a cougar prowl up from behind me.
When the dust was up. Be careful or you might get wrecked too.
Okay. You know the only thing to do in a dust storm is wait it out?
Mr. Margaret's a lot of things, but best female navigator ain't one of them.
I imagine you're right about that.
We was tearing around here, looking for any kind of landmark when over we go. Whole caravan toppled. Found each other and some shelter, but when the wind died down, the animals was gone.
Now they're back. Some of them, at least.
Thanks to you.
Aw, you would have managed it yourself. I just helped you along.
You ever want to get in the sideshow business?
Whoa, whoa.
I'm sure there'd be a place for a fellow like you.
I'll leave the professional theatrics to better women than me. Yep.
Sam Lander was also like, no, pupper. Yeah, it's... I get what they're going for. It's sad about the... At least the mane, such as it was, covered up the dog's face. Yeah, for the benefit of Force. So if anybody hasn't made the acquaintance, Centrifugal Force is in chat right now. We met her by way of an Anno 1800 stream.
Couldn't miss him if you wanted to.
Mr. Margaret! Mr. Margaret! Hi, Mr. Margaret!
And she has excellent taste in games, partially because they are so similar to my own. But if you haven't made the acquaintance, I hope you'll say hello to her. And for her benefit, very quickly, one of our friends, the Geek Pantheon, who does a Dungeons & Dragons series on YouTube with his friends, and also has a stream here on Twitch where he's playing through the Walking Dead, the entire Telltale Walking Dead franchise. For him in particular, like, animal cruelty and cruelty to dogs is a real sort of touch point. So we would not want him to be privy to really this whole storyline, I would think.
I see you found each other.
Sure did, Mr. Margaret.
Jolly good, jolly good.
You know, tarring and feathering a donkey is one thing.
I beg your pardon? It's grease paint, makeup.
But playing dolls dressed up with a wild animal, you're gonna want to be a lot more careful.
Strappy ain't king, Mr. Margaret. I saw her do it.
I always thought they got along.
Oh, she liked him just fine. She licked her chops and asked for seconds. Hey, speaking of which, you got any more word on that runaway lion, or are you gonna pay me for these misfits?
Look, I'm well aware that we're not Royal Command performance material. Daddy, you were right, goddammit you! But a cow barn in Rhodes is hardly Drury Bloody Lane.
You got any word on the lion?
Yes, I've got word on the lion. Shit is the word. Someone saw him near Emerald Ranch. As you know, we're lately very short on lions. So, I'd be very grateful. All kinds of grateful.
There's only one kind of grateful I care about.
So long, mister.
Be a dear and fix me a gin.
All right, Emerald Ranch. Let's hit it. I feel like at this point, I'm committed to finishing out this quest line on stream if possible. This is rather different than like the home robbery and so forth. But one of my favorite things about open world games and Rockstar games specifically is you just never know what you're going to get into. All right, so Emerald Ranch is right up here. Oh, and you know what else I can do? I can stop by the fence. Yep, let's visit the fence. We'll sell all of our various jewelry and cigarette cases and so forth. Yeah, specifically, so I sort of breezed past it, but we met Centrifugal Force by way of an Anno 1800 stream, but also other recent streams include, it was either Hitman or Hitman 2, I don't remember which, and Tomb Raider. So these are all games that I enjoy a whole bunch as well, and having checked out the Anno 1800 VOD, I think that I will look forward to opportunities to catch her live when possible. Okay. Really thought I hit the head there on the first shot. All right, can I pick up the rest of this? Yeah, regrettably, turkeys... Oh, I shot it with a small game arrow. That's what the problem was. or why it didn't go down immediately. They have very, very small brains, but still large enough that you need to hit them with something better than a small game arrow. I will note that for next time. What I was going to say is that, sadly, turkeys do not have the flight feathers that I need to make more small game arrows. So let's make sure that the next one I shoot is just a regular arrow. If I ever see a really nice horse, we'll try to, like, run it down. But to me, like, brown is brown. Like maybe someone who is, like, well familiar with horses would look at those and say, oh, wow, look at that one. That's a special breed. And I just don't know. It's kind of like I once had access, like somebody offered me a Daryl Strawberry rookie card. And this is when Daryl Strawberry was, like, an actual rookie. And I was like, yeah. I don't know anything about this dude. I don't know anything about baseball. And, like, today it'd probably be worth something, I would think. Alright, so we are going to search for the lion, but shortly after... Wait, can I visit the fence, or is he off duty? I don't see anybody here.
We caught him trapped in here.
A what? My sense is that the fence is not available. Nope, okay. Well, in that case, let me hop back aboard. Oh, hello to Jenny May. And yes, thank you very much for the follow.
Hold your side. I am holding it. Hold yours. I got it in the barn. Boy, I should go and get my repeater. Did you see its teeth? I saw its claws. That's enough for me.
Alright, are these going to open when I walk up, or do I have to hop over?
What are we going to do now? How am I supposed to know? How did we get stuck with this? It's your fault. My fault? Yeah, it's your fault. No, it's yours.
What's the ruckus, boys?
Get back! We got a cursed creature in here.
Oh, yeah?
It's as big as a mule and as mean as a hellcat. It looks like a lion to me.
That's a dog in there.
A dog?
Now, if you'll excuse me. Step aside.
What?
I said step aside.
Wait, how confident are we that this is a dog? Enter the barn. You know what? I'm gonna enter the barn after I get my shotgun. Oh, I can't go back. Okay, we're committed. I was gonna say, not because I want to shoot a dog, but because I am willing to shoot an actual lion. If somehow, some way, we got duped in terms of what is actually in here.
Like no dog.
Because I kind of feel like...
Let's go.
These ranch hands would be able to recognize a painted dog as opposed to a... Right, that is not the sound of a dog. Investigate the disturbance. You go investigate the disturbance. Oh, did it go outside?
Look what you've done! Look what you've done!
What are you talking about? Oh.
I'll take care of this.
Find the lion. Okay, that sounded to me like a bear. And one thing that I wouldn't want on my horse is a dead turkey. But I definitely want to have my double-barreled shotgun. So let's get this real ready for a big time. And you know what? Just in case I have to switch weapons quickly, we'll get our pump-action shotgun out too.
Oh, God, help me!
Run for the stables, okay. Well, I see a blood trail going in here. Yep. Wait, fuck that. Where's my shotgun? No, wait, sorry. I want my double-barreled shotgun. If this is a bear, It's either a bear or it's like a Tyrannosaurus. Whichever one. We want to hit it with as much firepower as we possibly can. Holy shit.
Sweet mother of... Easy, boy. Easy. Shit!
If only you had a shotgun, Arthur.
Woo, he got it! He shot the thing!
Is it dead? I pray that thing's a goner.
Ugh. Margaret's second lion is eventually found on Emerald's Ranch. Yeah, isn't it just? Alright, well,
I've never seen one of those before, and I hope I don't again.
enjoy, boys. Force is saying that was expensive and you killed it. Yeah, I feel like in the moment it was him or me. I would have preferred not to kill the lion, but Arthur was entirely unprepared for the possibility, and so was I. When I heard it, I thought they took a small bear and they painted it orange. That's what I was thinking we were gonna meet. Why he decided to, like, take the paw, it's kind of gross. I guess the lion wasn't using it, in fairness. I can't wait to find out what the lion's paw trinket is. Goofy saying that I could have petted the lion. Oh, and we should circle back very quickly. So Force is saying there's a hay baler window on top of most barns and it probably went out there. Yeah, especially if it's not a dog, which that one certainly wasn't. Cats are real good climbers, so I bet it had no trouble getting up there. But also, she had a comment on what kind of horses they were, and I just want to make sure it was like a like either American something or a patch horse. Quarter horse. American paint or quarter horses. And hello to Brian. Brian, you're catching us near the end of our exciting exotic animal hunt, where 2 out of 3 of the animals were entirely domestic, and also 2 out of 3 animals are incredibly lethal. And they're not the ones you'd expect. We didn't take that down this elk, or whatever this is. I feel like it's on our way. We can sell the meat.
Yep.
I just need it to not be so wooded. Whoa!
Whoa, whoa, there. Just hold on there, girl.
Moo, thank you so much for the resubscription. Okay, let's put this on. Stow. Yeah, I need to do some more cooking. I've stopped at a couple campfires, but I haven't really done a lot of cooking the way that I should be. So as a result, you know what I should do? I should sell all the meat that I have, and then we'll have plenty of space to get more meat.
Good haul today, girl.
All right.
Let's go, girl. Yeah.
We'll tell him this deer is the horse.
Odysseus returns. Sally, get the cages ready.
Yes, sir, Mr. Margaret, right away.
Man-eating lion. You didn't think but it might be useful for me to know that this time the animal was actually real, you moron.
Steady on. I clearly stated that we were looking
You
for...
haven't clearly stated anything in all the time I've known you. That could have been a goose for all I know.
A goose will hardly get them to their feet for the curtain call. Bring on...
Pause real quickly. Ricardinho, thank you so much for the raid. I hope that you guys had a wonderful time watching FTL. I had a very fun time watching Ricardinho earlier on. I want to talk more about it, but let's let this play out.
On the king of the beasts, on the other hand, and they feel the roar, and they, well, look about as surprised as you do. What have you done with him, if you don't mind me asking?
I killed him. He's dead.
Bloody hell! This is Ramo, boy.
Well, it was him or me. Now, pay me.
Yes, of course, of course. I have just the thing. And what a treasure it is! You're a lucky man, sir. Very lucky man. From the mines of El Dorado, as green as the rainforest, as clear as the Amazon, and as dear as all the gold in the Andes. One man's labor is but a trifle compared to this jewel's true value. Wait! I shouldn't. What would Daddy say?
Your daddy ain't here, and we had a deal.
Yes, of course. A promise is a promise. Sally, get the wagons moving.
Ain't we waiting for the lion?
He's in the great hunting ground in the sky. Good day, sir, and thank you. But we really must be getting along.
Yeah, I won't keep you. So long.
So long, Mr. Morgan. Next time you see me, I'll be topping the bill, I promise. Or at least I'll be on the bill.
I'd question if it's glass, but I'm trying to think of something cheaper than glass. Having recaptured the majority of their animals, Margaret and Sally take their show on the road. Do I get any readout on what that gem is allegedly worth? Sam Lander saying that he thinks that he'd demand cash. Yes, as would I. Okay, so I want to find a trapper or a butcher. More likely a butcher. So let's find the closest town. What's this? Oh, is that Albert Mason? Yep, wildlife photographer. There's a bait shop too. I'm not going to go that way. I don't want to go back up here because there's no butcher. I do want to visit the fence, but I also want to get these kills someplace that I can turn them in. Can I go to Rhodes? I can. Okay, let's go to the butcher here. It's dead in the opposite direction of the fence, but we'll have to make a special trip later on for that.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to shout out Ricardinho, who A is back on the stream, back on mic, earlier today he did a stream of FTL, Fast and Light. B, he is back on mic specifically because of the help of Cara Luna, who, as Ricardinho said, was on the phone with like a Skype call or something, a Discord call, I suspect, for hours helping him out. And that is amazing. Like, thank you so much to Cara Luna for that. I know a little bit about computers. You know, I'm not sure that I would have been nearly as much help. So thank goodness you were, and you took the time, because I love the idea that that is the community that is sort of gathering around this channel, Mia, your channel, Cara Luna, Ricardinho. I'd love to see... I don't want to go over there. That's awesome. But in particular, I wanted to call out what a great job I felt like Ricardinho was doing to bring viewers into his experience, because he was narrating really well about what was happening in FTL, what he was like, what his decisions makings were. Like, okay, here's our weapons officer who happened to be named after me. When he hits 54 more things, he'll go up another rank, and this stat will get better. He was doing such a good job of walking viewers through the game, which in a game like FTL, like, if somebody tunes into this right now, they're going to see a man riding on a horse on a nice sunny day. They sort of get that. If you look at something like FTL, I don't think it's immediately clear to an idle viewer, what am I even looking at and what's happening? So the work that Ricardinho put into explaining it and walking people through the mechanics and what he was doing and why, I thought was really well done. And I wanted to call that out because, you know, I stayed on and watched some of that. What is this symbol over here? Is this another fence? Oh, well. Okay, I did not know there was more than one fence in the world. We will stop back for that. I do want to turn in these bodies before they completely rot, which has happened to me on a few different occasions.
Ain't been too many.
Oh my gosh. If I'm reading this correctly, Groomfy has gifted a tier 1 sub to Salamander now. Groomfy, thank you so much. Not only has Groomfy resubscribed, but he advanced the gift subscription over to Salamander. That's awesome. And now Moo is gifted... Holy hell. Moo just gifted 6 months to Cara Luna, which is their 12th subscription. You guys, thank you so much. That is extraordinarily generous.
Hello, you look hungry.
Well, hungry a little bit, but overloaded with... I think I can just sell directly. Sell. Okay. Good rabbit pelt. Got it.
Deal.
Then we've got these crows. Let's sell all the crows. Poor crow carcass. Get rid of that. Do we want to just sell the trout and stuff? Maybe I should hold on to these to cook. No, you know what? Just sell it. Sell it all, because I have so much stuff that I'm carrying around all the time now. Now, the buck antlers are good for crafting, so I do want to hold on to those. Salted beef I can eat. The poor rat carcass.
You want better pay? Do a
No.
better job.
Perfect buck carcass. Look at that. Hey, that's the one we just got.
Rare.
Wow, I finally got a perfect something. That was a really good shot, apparently. Then we've got a poor turkey carcass, gamey bird meat. Yeah, let's get rid of the gamey meat. Plump bird meat. Let me sell one of those. The duck feathers are good for crafting, so we're going to hold on to those. Game meat, turkey feather. Let's sell
Lucky this is
2 of those. Okay, that's good enough. It never gets old. It never gets old turning around and seeing Yalt just taking a giant dump. Okay. Let me visit the fence because I want to make sure not to forget to do this. Wait, is there a different fence right here? What's this? That general store. That's the difference. Okay, the fence has an X on it and general store just has that. No, you guys, thank you very much for the subscriptions and the gift subscriptions. And again, just sort of round this out, thank you once again, because I like demonstrating that it's not forgotten. Centrifugal Force also subscribed today, which is, once again, a really remarkable vote of confidence, given that she sort of discovered us by doing a search for Anno 1800. There will be more Anno 1800 coming up, incidentally, but whether or not that'll be tomorrow or... What I'm sort of thinking, and all of our various... Can I brush that blood off? Brush. One thing that may be true is Anno 1800 might be a running Saturday, like early Saturday morning thing that we do.
Ain't nothing new.
Okay, it still looks kind of bloody, but... And this looks like the fence is actually around back. So that person's asleep. If I take this... Oh, I can't take the chewing tobacco. Here we go.
Welcome,
all right, I just
mister. First time to my shop.
pulled around to the wrong side.
All right, then. Better be good.
Okay, we want to get rid of all the rings, so let's sell all rings.
No questions
All watches. Watches. Now, we got this gold ingot from someplace. Holy shit. You guys, this is worth $300. Wow. And that's to a fence. You know that he's going to turn around and sell it for more than that. Alright, nope. Pen we keep, snake oil. Let me just take a large jewelry bag. Yep. Sell.
Good then.
Sell the buckle. Oh, it actually was an emerald. A gift from Margaret, the animal handler. Huh. I really thought it was going to be made out of, like plastic hasn't been invented yet, but, like, carefully painted manure or something. Wow, an actual emerald. All right, anything else in here? You'll notice I don't sell any of the cards because those are... Yeah, we're trying to work out those collections. Sell the rings.
Well, you don't
buckles.
do this as a profession,
Nope.
Huh?
Okay. $900 we're up to. Sam Lander was predicting glass.
Thank you.
Also, I mean, I know that a gold bar is like a lot of gold, like it's all refined and smelted and so forth, but I'm still slightly surprised that a gold ingot is worth $300 and an emerald is only worth $50, because that was a really good sized emerald. Okay, let's stop by the general store. Specifically, I want to get some more herbivore bait, because someday we will get those perfect rabbit pelts. Oh, hello to Drake and Josh Season 7. Sam Lander says, honestly, for a $50 emerald, he probably could have gotten another lion from a U.S. zoo that had lions. I wonder if lions were common. I guess they would have been. I don't know. Like, I don't know at what point in United States history importation of exotic foreign animals was a thing that was happening, but probably from an early point.
Would you all pay? Hey, mister. Will you give me some money?
What color uniform do we think this is? Is that gray?
I know you can hear me.
Nah. That's feeling like a gray Confederate uniform.
Here, Jebediah woke up in the
Hey, wait!
pants around his ankles.
Yeah, that's common.
First time here, I think.
Well, then.
Candy's in the middle there, next to the cute little dollies. And what's left of my self-respect. I have a catalog, too, up here.
I'm gonna take a quick look around. Canned corned beef. I might actually buy some of these, like, pineapples and stuff. It's not like I'm exactly flush with preservable food. Do I have hair tonic? I don't remember. I'm gonna buy one hair tonic.
Yours.
No, I've got apples. Cheese wedge, I just picked up one of those. Some of these things are very expensive. Like, a cheese wedge is, like, $1 and change, whereas the apple's only... Oh, yeah. Fire brandy. Hold on. Fine brandy. I take it back. Some of that. Kentucky bourbon. Arthur drinks a lot. Mostly owing to my need to constantly refill that Deadeye meter, so we're not going to be shy about the... Do I want more fine brandy? You know what? I got $900. Why am I not going to buy all the brandy that they've got? Chewing tobacco I'm good at. Premium cigarettes, let's buy at least one of those. Oh, yep, and cigar. Arthur loves himself a cigar. Also, it just brought up an inspect card button.
Sold.
Alright. And now let's not forget the herbivore bait, which is why I actually came in here. Browse catalog.
Oh, okay, sorry. Just
Drake and Josh was asking, is it 24 a carat, though? Maybe. I have no idea. But yeah, I hope you've been well. Like, we haven't seen Drake and Josh Season 7 since... Oh, gosh, it must have been midway through 2020. Gosh, I mean, like, where were we in the pandemic the last time that you stopped by? I hope you're doing well. Okay, hunting and fishing it'll be under. And then I did use a cover scent lotion. I don't know how many I have. Let me buy one just to be on the safe side. And then herbivore bait. I'm actually going to buy all of those. Do I need arrows? I do, actually. Buy. And then... I know I have at least one predator bait. Let's buy another one. Okay, apparently this is... There's like a red padlock here. I can't buy that for some reason. But... yeah, let's get the lake lure, the live worms. I certainly don't need a pocket watch. I just sold a whole bunch of those. Oh, and I did use some gun oil. For $1, I'm going to buy some gun oil. All right. I don't. Let me look to see if there's any coats that I want to buy. Ooh, duster coat. Hey, don't they sell like bandoliers or something? Is that still a thing? Is this where I buy those? Let me go. How do you go back to the index? We're gonna go back to the index.
Sheriff here likes my chewing tobacco.
Maybe it's under accessories.
In case you ever need to butter him up.
Gloves, boots, suspenders, chaps, spurs, and more spurs. Again, I've never done any actual horse riding. Like I've been on a horse
stores my whole life.
In the same way that I've like
drink.
Been on a boat. Like technically it's happened, but I claim no familiarity with the mode of transport. That said, spurs seem cruel to me. They seem cruel in the same way that like a choke chain on a dog does. Like, I can't think of any humane way to get this animal to do what I want, so I'm just going to inflict pain or suffering. I'm not saying that that's true. I'm saying that from the outsider perspective, kicking sharp metal spikes into the hide of a horse doesn't seem particularly nice. Now, maybe horses are just designed in a way that they don't feel it. I don't know. What do I know? But if I can ride my horse without spurs, which so far I can, I'm not inclined to get them now. Unless he has spurs on. I've never actually looked. Does he have spurs?
Hey, wait.
Oh, he does have something on him. Okay, well that... I guess he feels about it away. That's a gray uniform, right? It really looks like it is. He can get his dollar from someone else.
Oh, don't be like that.
Force is asking, are they making a Lion King joke reference? Were they? If they did, it went right over my head. Yeah, Drake and Josh says it was since we were streaming Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Boy, that has been a minute. Oh, no apologies. Here are things that you never, as a viewer or a participant in a stream, you never need to apologize for unsubscribing, for missing streams, for getting caught up in real life, for I mean, what do you have to apologize for? It'd be a way shorter list. No, never any worries about going AFK or getting swept up in real life. Like, earlier in this stream, Force had noted that, you know, she's looking for, do I need bullets? I feel like I'm good on bullets. I'm gonna pass by the bullets. You know, that she's hoping to stream more often, but that it's exam time for chemistry stuff, so she's going to be engaged in that.
Tooth and nail for this territory, and here's you just strolling through.
Yeah, I sure am just strolling through.
You ever been in the army? Didn't think so.
You the local hard man, huh?
Round here's a dozen townsfolk offer to bury you just to keep my hands clean.
I've seen tougher schoolboys.
All right, you are done. Take a big last breath.
Sorry.
This is all but over.
I'm really trying to dodge.
Show me something I haven't seen before.
Get him next time.
Hell.
Yeah, you can run him down if you choose to. That's not my problem. Force is confirming, yeah, that's a Confederacy uniform. Yep. And so was that guy as well, which is why I was disinclined to take any lip. Also, the Lemoyne Raiders, or whatever they're called, they are an antagonistic crew sort of in this area of the world. But where are we, like, the end of that sentence was going to be, you always take real-life stuff first. The stream and the game will be here later. You always focus on the needs of your real life, whether it's family, whether it's school, whether it's work, whether it's your own personal physical or mental health. Always focus on, is it getting late? It is 6 o'clock, not super late. Does this place have an inn? Got a saloon. It's not open yet. All right. We will continue on the path here. We it is also getting late where we are, so.
Don't run much, huh? Go drink some moonshine, you damn louts! You stay off our land, goddamn spring! Same goes for you, you sons of bitches! Get back here and face us like a man, you coward! Goddamn breakways sneaking about here! How are we not here?
So, can I push this open? You cannot use weapons? Yeah. For a moment, I thought that said Caligula Hall. Whoa, what do they have going on in there?
We need to settle this soon, once and for all. Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, Tiger King, she was thinking of. Also, horse. Drake and Josh are saying, want a horse that don't harm animals but harms the environments gets a Ford Mustang. And then Force, who is saying spurs are okay because horses have thicker hides. Did he call him a kraut? Maybe. In Arthur's gang, there is a person of German descent, Herr Strauss, I think, but I don't think that was him running off. He's an older gentleman. So I'm going to pull up right here, and this is going to be a good place to save it for now. We're going to be right next to this plantation house to check out whatever quest this is. Let's save over American Distillation. Okay. Wow. We are apparently now over a third of the way through the game. We have a game completion of 35.8. I feel like I have attempted to do as many side quests as have come up and are still, like, I feel like I'm progressing rapidly through up that percentage thing. So bear in mind, let me just, before we go, there's a whole sequence of, where is it? Okay, so legendary fish and bones, like, I don't know so much about that, but there's one thing in here, a naval compass, I don't know where to find that, but we'll keep an eye out for it, a harmonica, a penny dreadful book. Oh, wait, I didn't know about this. Pig farm. This one here, this is what I was thinking of. Caster's Ridge Homestead. A father and son are building a house. Find a wagon of lumber to aid the home construction. Lumber may be available at Appleseed Timber Company located in Big Valley, west of the Dakota River. Like, I don't think this is ever going to be marked on our map, but I definitely want to do that because it's given me a specific sense of where to look. As far as, like finding the dream catchers or finding a penny dreadful book, I will keep my eyes open for them. My best guess is that there's going to be like a general store someplace that has it hidden in the catalog, or like you go into the back room and you'd find it there and then you can offer to buy it or something. But then there's things like the rock carvings. Francis Sinclair asked you to help find rock carvings hidden throughout the world for reasons he can't explain. Once found, the carving locations can be like, but this, just based on the mission brief here, really doesn't give any sense of what to look for or where. So maybe someday I will locate one by accident. Otherwise, this seems like what GameFAQs exists for. like, hey, Prima Guides, can you just show me on the map where to go? If I ever decide to do that, I will acknowledge it and call it out. And maybe if I decide to go for 100% playthrough, but this seems like I might randomly stumble across 3 at most. And unless there's some other indication of where I should be looking, like, oh, they're all going to be in like desert-like rock formation, you look on the map and try to find it from there, it seems a bit too cryptic, but we'll see. But something where we actually know where to look for, that is very much something that I want to do, and home construction falls into that category. Drake and Josh was playing poker back in Red Dead 1, learned how to play poker and blackjack with it. Yeah, it is in my experience, a pretty well-made version of poker, up to and including the fact that the opponents at the table will have particular tells that you can learn to pick up on. I think if you're looking for... Here's the interesting thing about Rockstar games. It actually feels like there's multiple games in each one. One of my favorite things to do in Grand Theft Auto 3 and its subordinate versions was it basically had a version of Crazy Taxi in it, where you could just get into a taxi and do fares, and your job was to get from here to there as quickly as possible, preferably with as little damage, and you could make extra money doing it. It wasn't a huge amount of money, but it was fun to do. I also really liked the little vigilante missions that you could do, where you'd steal a cop car and then start responding to police calls. And it was always like, go here and kill the guy or whatever. There was no arrest mechanic. But the fact that they designed things in these dynamically generated missions they were just extra things to do in the world that allowed you to engage with the game mechanics without advancing the main story. I think that stuff is so cool. And Rockstar's actually expanded it in a game like this, where they didn't need to build a poker simulator into this. They didn't need to put in blackjack or even horse taming and stuff like that. But they were like, you know what? Let's build out as fully fleshed of a world as we can. What are some game mechanics that we can implement relatively simply that fit into the world and give the player more of a sense of immersion that this is a real place? And like in what we did earlier today, we bankrupted a guy out of a game and he got up and walked out. And then you could see him like walking down the boardwalk. Does that character model still exist in the world? It doesn't matter. Not really, because it feels like he does. And that's really neat. Drake and Josh said Red Dead Redemption 2 made my gambling problems worth. Oh, that would be a shame. That's the other side to it. Jim Sterling, or more recently, it's been requested to go by James Stephanie Sterling, but he also says that you can still go by Jim if you want. So I would normally do that just because it's shorter, but I don't know. So we'll go with James Stephanie Sterling. Has done a number of videos on gambling in video games and how their ability to very closely mimic gambling in real life and then tie that to things like loot boxes and so forth can be extremely predatory. So that's the other side of it. Like, to me, I've made this comparison. I don't think you can be addicted to gambling if you lose 100% of the time, which makes me relatively immune to getting addicted to gambling. But it's not to mean that it couldn't happen to someone. So, yeah, be wary that gambling's in the game. They had that in GTA 4, and that's why Drake and Josh loved it, but doesn't gamble in real life. Well, that's good. I feel like you can afford to lose infinite fake currency. It's as soon as one actual dollar currency or whatever your currency of available choice is. Once that's on the table, suddenly you want to think real carefully. And I will go out on this thought. It's a point of personal disappointment that it seems like there exists an experience in the world that got into gaming through mobile gaming, found that mobile games are basically monetization schemes designed to siphon as much money out of you as possible, while providing this constant serotonin burst to keep you addicted. And that there are people who may have gotten into gaming by way of their smartphones, had a bad experience where they spent a very large amount of money on something that they got at least briefly addicted to, and now might mistake that for all gaming. And I mean, I think that we probably paid $25 for this, and how many two dozen hours have we gotten out of it so far? Probably $30 on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That was well over $120, and that was all. There was no microtransactions to that. I didn't spend one dime on that after purchasing it. Well, I think I might have bought the season pass, but again, that was well worth it. That's not a microtransaction. That's as with a lot of recent Ubisoft stuff, that was well worth the money. I didn't have to do that, but that was a whole new branch of story and progression content that I really enjoyed. Mobile games and the way that, anyway, I think I've made my point, and James Stephanie Sterling does an even better job of it. If you look at their previous videos on the channel, I recommend them. I think that they are eloquently, if sometimes profanely stated, and I think that they make a very compelling case. Losing my fake money. Oh no. Drake and Josh says losing the fake money is also hurt. So we are going to call it here. Once again, thank you to Groomfee. Thank you to Imu. Congratulations to, I think, Samlander, who got a gift sub for like 6 months, I think it was as well. And also, again, thank you to Force. Thank you for hanging out. I hope that you had a good time, and we will be looking for opportunities to raid over to you. Force, if you haven't made acquaintances yet, most of the people that you've seen in chat here are wonderful streamers themselves. Also, if you ever check our About page, you'll see folks like Tashir Games, Patikin, More Than a Mia, Mr. Binky, JV McMaster. There's a whole community here, and you, I think, would find yourself welcome in any of those streams at any time. So if you ever are working on some exam work and you want to have something pleasant on in the background, you could check our About page or check out folks like Caroluna, Samalander, the Geek Pantheon. I mean, there's a lot of great people that we have met, and I know that both Groomfee and Moo were talking about getting back into streaming. If I followed the conversation successfully, they'd both been streaming a lot of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but now that some new content is out, maybe streaming once again, and that would be something that I would look forward to as well. Caroluna got the 6 months, and then Groomfee gave one because to Samalander, because Moo had to show me up. So congratulations to Caroluna, and thank you for Groomfee for the correction. A lot of very exciting stuff happened in rapid succession. Okay, let's call it here. Oh, and Centrifugal Force says that she paid $60 for Dragon Age 3 and has gotten 600 hours out of that game. Not one single play, though, or playthrough. So here's something exciting, and this is not something upcoming, it's not something imminent, but it's something on the docket. We've also, we gifted a copy of Dragon Age Inquisition to More Than a Mia, and I believe that will be her very first sort of big decision-based, story-centric, party combat RPG that she's ever done. So whenever that happens, that'll be something that I'll really, really be looking forward to. That one was chosen because it is approachable in a way that I feel like the first two Dragon Ages might not be for someone who's coming to it fresh. It's weird to think that the third game in a franchise might be its most approachable, but I feel like both from a combat standpoint and from a story standpoint and sort of a mechanical standpoint, that would be an easier place to jump in, as opposed to Dragon Age Origins, which was yes, you can jump into that, but that game also seemed to assume a high degree of familiarity with the, say, Infinity Engine games that BioWare had done previously, and to throw Mia into something like that would be like, oh boy, so many numbers to get started with. Ricardo says, oh, and Ricardo, thank you very much for the cool stream, and I hope that you were here and heard the assessment of your FTL stream, because again, I thought that was super well done. I am not particularly familiar with FTL, and you did a great job of keeping me sort of dialed in and knowing everything was happening. So I am going to go find somebody fun to raid, and then we will be back, fingers crossed, as early as tomorrow for something fun, maybe more of this, but more likely something in the Anno 1800 or Last of Us 2 vein. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.